Hello. I hope everyone can hear me. If you can, say something to the effect of yes, we can hear you. Perfect. Hello. That one. Hello, hello. It's your boy, as they say. How is everyone doing? I'm looking at it. There. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. I'm audible. Good. VTuber. Well, yeah. I actually have another. I was working on another VTuber model that isn't just like 2 frames, an actual like one that uses live 2D. But the problem is I only have one camera. And it's currently being used, and it's also a bit jank, so it's not quite ready yet. OnlyFans when? I don't know. 1,000,000 subscribers by the end of July, and I'll open OnlyFans. July 2022. Okay, Amy, thanks for the congratulations. Yeah, go sleep if tired. Only Slaanesh. We have a couple more minutes for people because I said on the hour, so. And I got once again right. I had this last stream, but I've been live for 10 minutes, of which 8 of those minutes has been silence because it's been starting. I've been sorting some stuff out. Now would be a good time to insert ads. Fuck off, YouTube. I don't want your silly money. I'll let you know when I want your silly money. Just finished 2 Orakai Warriors. Nice. Yeah, watch the VOD if you want. Put it on in the background while doing some painting. So today we are going to do a couple of things. First of all, ask me. Well, first of all, it's congratulations, thanks Harry. Adding hand tracking with little stick arms. There is ways to do that, and I'm trying to sort it out. It's going to be wacky. No, it's not. This isn't the sequel to the viewer submission stream. So I did say to submit stuff to the Discord, and then never really did that again. But there still seems quite a lot of activity now. I mean, I will go through them at some point, maybe, or I probably should just reply in there regularly. Opinions on squigs. I like squigs. I think they're very, very cool. They're super cool. Finished Leviathan, nice. Dutch Penguin. Money can buy more models, but I don't want to. I don't need to buy more models, despite the fact I did buy one recently. Which tastes better, Earthshade or Null Oil? A cocktail mix of 2-to-1. Dealer's choice on what ratio. So yeah, today it's obviously, once again, thank you everyone for 10,000 subscribers, which is insane. Absolutely did not expect to get this far in under a year. And then, yeah, so this stream is going to be, celebrating that. Thank you all. You can ask me anything, so Q&A, whatever, just as we stream. And I'll try and read chat as we go. To collaborate with other creators, absolutely. So a couple of people have suggested various people. I don't really want to be the person to reach out. I don't want to be like, hey, I'm a weird guy who doesn't know how to play the game or paint very well. Do you want to do something? So, but if people reach out to me, I'm absolutely up for that. Mega Miniatures, who I did see in chat earlier, I did an interview with him, and that was a lot of fun. So I would definitely want to do it. Is it hard painting Warhammer when you're a 2D drawing? Very difficult. I mean, I don't have hands. In some of my videos, I have little stubs, but they change size dramatically. I can get fingers if I need to do a specific pointing of the thing, but that is very tricky for me. How's it look with my Magnus? Well, you'll find out, potentially, in this stream. Is preferred video length 2 minutes or 6 minutes? So, it depends on the topic. I think that the latest video is like 8 minutes long, and I do like the longer style because I get to fit more in, but they are a pain in the ass to actually edit, right? Because it's way more editing. 2 minutes are okay, but I think YouTube values watch time, so you might need more longer videos. It might be that I do less videos. Like I'm still trying to do one a week, but obviously I didn't do one this week, so I'm streaming instead. So I might stream more to make up for the shortfall. Most for saving to get into Warhammer because of your content. Sorry, you shouldn't have spent all your savings to get into Warhammer. But hey, welcome to the club of people who have far too much plastic and no money. We have 3 plastic, no money. We should have 3 money, no plastic. How busted is the Mutalist Vortex on tabletop? I've used him a couple of times in 1k point games, and yeah, he's pretty bonkers. If you get lucky, obviously, in a 1k point game, it swings even more. But yeah, Chauncey's done some real damage. Like, he took out a Grey Knight baby carrier in like 1 shot. It's insane. When Magnus? Very soon, potentially. Oh yes, I did see all your Gloomspike kits. They were very, very good. Yeah, so the problem with that was I was kind of saying, oh, I won't reply to stuff in the Discord because I'll do it on stream, and then never got around to doing it on stream. So there's a massive backlog, and there's been conversations between it. So yeah, I need to kind of sort that out. Maybe I'll make a specific like place to put stuff. I don't know. I kind of failed on that one. What's your opinion on GW removing the funny orc guitar man? I didn't realize they did that. They should add more funny orc guitar men. Would you recommend the wheel to help reducing your backlog? Yes, I will probably bring that back, actually. I have an idea. Because we are coming up to, it's about a month or so away from the first upload was like September 4th. So I may revisit the wheel because my progress has slowed down. But I'm not really it's been interesting. I've not really been in the mood to paint recently. You know, you have to be in kind of a specific mood. I am in the mood a bit more to do it recently, but again, timing. Favorite squig model? I really like the Mangler squigs. I think they're really, really cool. Although I like the what is it? Oh, it's gone from my head. There's another one I really like, but yeah, the Mangler squigs I think are my favorite. Just bought your first Imperial Knight. Any advice, recommendations? Don't let it sit in a box unpainted and unbuilt like mine. How are the Screaming Ravens coming along? Built. Like, I built Leviathan, right? And I've built most of the stuff I've got, so... did you post Celestine? So yeah, just... I started answering the next question before finishing the first one, sorry. I haven't painted any yet, but I will get around to it. He says, lying. Did you post your Celestine in the Discord? I remember seeing a Celestine. Maybe you did. If not, do so. You should consider copyright-free background music for streaming. Yes, I should. That was one of the things I realized whilst well, 1, this screen, and then 2, the starting soon screen was just silent. So I was looking into that Epidemic Sounds, because I currently use like 1 song in all my videos that's from Incompetech, or whatever his name is here. Kevin MacLeod. So I should do that. Thank you, Ellis. A load of projects planned for a different channel. Hey, I mean, yeah, I didn't think I'd be half as successful as I am now, so yeah, it's really cool. So the hobby bingo this week, I appreciate what you decided. I appreciate what I've decided is definitely your genius. And nice, yeah. The hobby bingo thing is really cool. I need to update my card because I have actually done some stuff. I don't make an avatar to relax like this. So there's a program I'm using called, I think it's called VadoTube Mini. This one is literally just, it detects sound and will go between 2 frames. Obviously this one has a blinking, but I can actually, again, with some hotkeys, I can change to being annoyed or angry. I only have negative emotions, is the one problem. Have you found a head for Terminator Captain? Not yet. I'm the guys who posted. Oh, yeah. Harry Brass, yeah, nice. Yeah, pick up your goddamn paints, please. My god, don't. Why are they sideways? But no, they're very, very cool. I really like those. But yeah, pick up your paints. Have I tried Lord of the Rings? I played Lord of the Rings once when I was a kid. Not the proper game, like there's like a skirmish game. But I haven't actually played the proper game. When you stream painted them, are they going to be streaming ravens? Get out. Get out, Chad. Yes, they will. I guess it will be the streaming ravens. Yeah, there is a in my Discord there is a feedback or suggestions area in the the video content area for my content. Show them in there. When will Raven Guard Army videos? Yeah, at some point, I'm sure. I've got a few video ideas I'm working on at the moment. So, the thing is with my videos, I kind of do them like week by week. I don't really have a backlog of videos. I just kind of do them as and when. So, and obviously full-time job to work around. So yeah. Recently bought a C-28 series Citadel Giant from the mid-1980s. Assuming you like giants, which is your favorite? There's a lot of giants out there. Is it? I guess in terms of Warhammer, I do like the. Yeah, some of the ones in Age of Sigmar are pretty good. I like Knights; they're pretty giant. I like the Wraith Knight actually. I know it's not a giant, but I do like Wraith Knights. I think they're cool. They didn't give the Goth Rocker 10th edition rules. Oh, yeah, that's garbage. They should do that. They should give the Goth Rocker 10th edition rules and then Morphed stuff 10th edition rules. Make a whole band like what is it? WoW. Elite Tauren Chieftain? No. Is that what it's called? Whatever it is, yeah. Do a whole orc band. How are you going to paint the Screaming Ravens? Black. Spray paint black and then work from there. I think the idea with Screaming Ravens, I know you're on the kind of shoulder pads of Space Marines, you have like to designate the sergeants and stuff. I want each one to be a different color, so you just have no idea who's the sergeant. Does Screaming Raven have their own chapter markings? I want to make one of my Death Watcher Screaming Raven. I haven't decided yet. I'm still trying to work out. If you want some music done for your stream, let me know. Oh, I'll potentially reach out. Again, I've started answering a question, then jumped to a different question. Yeah, I don't know about Screaming Raven chapter markings yet. Again, I think they're all going to be different colors, so just choose a color. I feel like they're going to be mostly a Screaming Raven with like bits of color here and there. Who do you think should have won the battle for Ogram? Either way, Tyranids being I like the Tyranids they revealed. So, what's the oldest model I've got? It's probably some of the stuff from when I was a kid. I have the old Metal Araman. It's kind of sitting on a shelf. I might go grab it and show him off in a bit. But what do you think about Imperial Guard? I don't like Imperial Guard. Just because I think being normal dudes in 40k is just a massive disadvantage, which it is in the rules, obviously. But yeah. I think if you're going to play a game about the far future super space stuff, you might as well go all out and just be like a murder, death, killing pirate, vampire elf or something. I decided I'm going to focus on Thousand Sons of Drukhari. The problem with that is it changes as soon as I play a game. So I was really in on the Drukhari. And then I played a couple of games of Thousand Sons. Now I'm all in on Thousand Sons. Between Thousand Sons of Drukhari, which you think performs better in 10th, I think I perform better with Thousand Sons. I think Thousand Sons do perform better. I think they've got a lot of nice tricks. Drukhari, I think, are just going to be very paper. I think Drukhari can do well. Or I assume they can do well. But I think they are also trickier to pilot. Thousand Sons, I think, are quite not simple, but they pack a punch and can take a punch as well. And less stuff to move around and stuff. Have you got Chauncey a little hat yet? I've actually got him several little hats. And I am going through a large video to sort that out. What do you think of the new Norn Emissary? I think it's super cool. I want one. Which is a shame because I don't collect Tyranids properly, but yeah. Do you have any lore for any of your armies outside Screaming Ravens? No, Thousand Sons I think is just the standard lore for Thousand Sons. I didn't really have like a special thing. And then Drukhari, I guess I have some lore for some of the kind of characters of Drukhari, like nothing major. Yes, I did see the comment you left on the Chauncey video, Electman. I think it was one of the highest rated, so I think it's one of the ones that will get sorted. Obviously the hat was by far the most popular thing in the world, so we're definitely having hats. Thanks, Philip Henk. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully you'll continue watching in the future. I potentially will be going out to do more stuff that's not Warhammer related eventually. I know obviously most people have subscribed for Warhammer. But you know, even if you don't watch the non-Warhammer stuff, like, it's kind of videos I want to make, right? So yeah. But yeah, it'll still be mostly Warhammer at the moment. Have fun at work, Aestus. We'll try and behave. We've seen that GW released terrain for Epic Warhammer. I did see that, yeah. They look pretty cool. The Epic Warhammer stuff I'm probably not interested in, mostly because too small, can't do much with it. Like, you know, I can't paint big models, I'm going to paint tiny models. What's your favourite Dreadnought type? Brutalis. I think just the fact... I like anything that's big and chunky that runs at you and punches you in the face. I think that's just funny. What army do you think the hardest to beat is Drukhari? I don't know. I haven't really played enough. I think Drukhari will not do well against basically anything that can tank them. So a lot of Feel No Pains, that kind of thing. I think they're fine Like, they've got anti-infantry, they've got anti-tank, so they can do fun into a lot of matchups. I think there's probably a couple of matchups where those shenanigans aren't going to work. I think it's going to be stuff like stuff with Feel No Pain, so kind of tankier stuff. Warlord Titan when? Never! I'm not doing a Warlord Titan, that sounds awful. Yeah, the death. I saw a lot of people getting horny for one of the lictors, the Neurolictor. Internet be weird, but you know, I kind of see it. Don't take that out of context. Yeah, I think focusing on Thousand Suns is where I'm going to go, especially because of a big red man that I'll be getting around to. I'd love to go paint one of my Dark Angels while I watch, but I haven't bought the paints yet. Well, I mean, it's tricky to paint without the paints, but hey, in another stream. But next time I stream, you better have those paints. And I'm not going to tell you when I'm going to stream next, so you've got between 1 and many days. When are you painting Skaven? When they do a refresh on Skaven, if they ever do a refresh on Skaven, then my god am I getting in Skaven, because I think Skaven are cool as hell. What kind of non-Warhammer stuff? Bits and pieces here and there, maybe some D&D stuff, maybe some video game stuff. Got one thing that I've started getting into, which is bad. But I'll show you that in a sec. Boxnaut or Primaris Dreads? I prefer Primaris Dreads because I think the Boxnauts are a little squat and a bit silly. Thanks, Killaroo. Have fun wherever you go. Yeah, thanks for the 10. Thanks for the grats. Do you have a favorite model from a faction you haven't collected? I love the Lion. Lionel Johnson. With his hooded helmet is super cool. I also like it's one of the Skaven HQ choice, or one of the Skaven leader choices. He's the guy who he's playing a flamethrower like a guitar. I love that guy. Imperator Titan, because grouping reasonable. Have you ever been to Warhammer World? Once when I was a kid. Again, a lot of this, have you ever done anything Warhammer? Was when I was a kid, so I haven't been since turning, since actually being able to grow a beard and losing my hair. Yeah, enjoy that Thousand Suns trim. Yeah, that is a lot of fun. Thanks, Zed Ramirez. Can't even say your name. Thanks, Zed Ramirez. Opinions on all your eggs in one basket models, like the Manta Fatale. I mean, they are pretty fun. They're pretty funny. I like the idea of going to a tournament with just one model and just hoping for the best. Yeah. Death Reaper has a flesh cape. Yeah, that is weird. It is kind of funny, but yeah. Yeah, the image of the Neurolictor in thigh highs is certainly a choice. I have a box of Root Marines, Terminators, some Exalted Swords, and Arrow Man. What do I get next? I mean, that's you're kind of done. I guess you want a Terminator Sorcerer for your Terminators, and get 1,000 Useless Vortex Beasts and call them silly names. You gotta play Space Marines 2? Yeah, sure, why not? I played the Doom one. What's that called? Bolt Gun. That was kind of fun. I haven't finished it, but I got lost a lot. But I did find it quite fun. The plasma pistol or plasma gun in that game is a bit weird, but the heavy bolter is really fun. What's your opinion on Baneblade and its variants? I think they're cool, actually. Steve's painted a Baneblade, and it's very, very cool. Thanks, Daryl. What's my favorite Primarch? Magnus. We'll get Magnus. Yeah, way ahead of you, buddy. What Skaven would you want to see in thigh highs, though? Chad, why are you like this? When we were looking at pictures for D&D characters, we kept coming across weirdly clearly hot Skaven. That was just bizarre. So probably one of them. I have some Zangors. To answer 2 questions from Zero Freestyle and Mr. Chief. I have 20. 10 of them with blades, 10 of them with chainsaws and guns. I don't know why I did them that way, but sure. Do you think you'll upload any Space Marine 2 content? Maybe. I might do a video about it. I probably won't do a Let's Play or anything, because that's not what this is all about, but yeah. Largest game I've ever played in terms of points, 2,000. Very standard. Do I own any Horus Heresy models? I do not. Ratto, you say. Ratto, I do not say. Don't know why I had such a weird cadence when asking those questions. I haven't finished my Death Guard 2K army, and I'm thinking of picking up Slaves to Darkness. How do I stop this? You don't. You just let it consume you. That's what I did, and that's why I have 2 Age of Sigmar armies, and I still haven't played Age of Sigmar. Magnus did do nothing wrong, as far as I know. I honestly don't know that much about the lore, but all I know is Magnus didn't do anything wrong. Thanks, War Reporter. Yeah, I'm hoping to get 100,000. I want that. I made a fake, obviously, the very silly fake bronze MS Paint plaque. I would like to get the silver one. That'd be very cool. I think when I start getting to 100,000, this is where I might consider being like, oh, this might be something I want to do. But right now, obviously, full-time job is the main thing, and then this is not so much a hobby. I'm definitely getting, you know, a lot out of this. And the fact I got to 10k is insane. So, yeah, thank you. Have you seen the new City Sigmar model? I have. They look very cool. A lot of the models in Age of Sigmar are really cool. What if you combine 40k and D&D? I know there's a 40k tabletop RPG. Maybe I'll look into that. Any experience with AOS? No, I've still not played AOS. I have looked into it. I do think now that 10th has come out, they're a lot more similar. So the one thing that I did mention in one of the videos about 40k is the fact that if you don't have enough points, you don't get anything from it, which you do in Age of Sigmar. I think they should do that in 40k. But I don't have any experience in Age of Sigmar yet. I wanted to play a 1k point game with my squigs once I paint them. What does my full-time job involve? I'm a test architect, or a test lead, QA lead. What's the worst piece of advice for a person with poor self-control and a moderate amount of disposable income? Don't do what I did. And if you do what I did, then about 2 years after you did it, create a YouTube channel to try and recoup some of the losses. That's what I did. So hey, if you can get a YouTube channel up and running to recoup some of those losses, swag. Where was I? I'm doing a 2K tournament with Deathwatch and my friend's Death Guard. Do we call ourselves Death or Watch Guards? I think Death is definitely the right choice here. I don't see how that's not the right choice. So yeah, Death. Magnus did quite a bit wrong. Broke Biggie's super important project and let most of his Marines die to Space Wolves. I mean, that sounds like a skill issue for his Marines and for Big E, so I feel like Magnus didn't do anything wrong. I think it was just a skill issue. If you ever have a spare top, for a tank model, you could use sprues to build up the body. So I thought you were talking about a tank top, like a shirt, and I got confused, but yeah. If you were to start a Horus Heresy armor, which Legion would it be? I don't know. Thousand Suns, because at least I can reuse some of the models. Yeah, I do want to get more 10th edition games in. I will get around to Age of Sigmar eventually. Rogue Trader, yes, thank you. That's the tabletop game. Anyone know how I can motivate myself to paint 400 unpainted fantasy models, one at a time? And don't beat yourself up over it. Do you think new Lion model is cool? And if not, what primer would you like to see come back? I think the new Lion model is very, very cool. I don't know enough about lore to know which Primarchs are like the best to come back. Just make more Magnus. Or maybe the Raven Guard one, because I've heard he's kind of cool. But I don't remember his name. Koroks? It's like Mr. Crow Korax or something. It's very silly. Yes, Triumph System, that's the one. Should have hit this milestone way sooner. If I'd hit this milestone sooner, I would have been like, oh God, I don't know what I'd have done. But yeah. Thank you. Treating it like the gym, like a day for it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, friends is always good as well. Having a painting group is really nice. Got kicked out of the local Warhammer store for drinking all the Agrax Earthshade. What do I do? Follow your dreams. Find another Warhammer store. More subtlety, I think. If you can subtly drink the Agrax Earthshade, I think you'll do fine. Really make the insides properly shaded. You know what I mean? I've read the Night Lords trilogy. No, I've only read one book, and it's Infinite Divine. I don't have 3 of the 4 main Primarchs. Would you like to see Fulgrim? What would you like to see for Fulgrim the Noise Marines? I think Noise Marines are cool. I like the idea of Noise Marines. Yeah, I'd like to see an Emperor's Children. That is the faction, isn't it? Faction. But yeah. Magnus is plenty wrong by being a psycho this post brought to you by Black Templars. And again, and World Eater's skill issue. I've thought about getting a Lord of Change. I thought about it, but I think I'm going to stick with Magnus for now. Corvus Corax, thank you. Yeah, Magnus is basically my big bird boy. If you bring one Age of Sigmar army to 40k, what would it be and why is it Skaven? It's Skaven because it is Skaven. Oh man, if there was a 40k Skaven, I would, yeah. If they do a refresh of Skaven and then also bring out 40k Skaven, I'm doomed. I hope that by that point I do get 100,000 subscribers so I can actually have some money to pay for it. Corvus Glorious is Latin for hooded crow. Nice. There's a demon crow for me. Yeah, that sounds cool as hell. Demon birds. So that's my vibe. I think you can tell. Tap out different YouTube. I've got to dive into the garage, pull out more Rogue Trader era models. Oh, to help out a. I thought for some reason I thought it said help different. I thought it was like, why are you getting stuff out of the garage to differentiate YouTubers? I just didn't read. To help out a different YouTuber. Ah, right, cool. Most expensive thing of the pile of shame is probably one of the box sets. Like I think probably like the like in terms of how much I've done that hasn't actually been made, probably the Leagues of Votan box. I've done none of that. That's probably the most expensive box that is on the pile of shame. A single model is going to be Magnus. Happy 10k, thank you, Paul Blart Mall Cop. That's me. I am the Mall Cop. How's the painting for Ravengard successor going, Paul? No, it's not at the moment. Thanks, Marco. Opinions on Archmagus, Belisarius Call. I think the model's kind of okay. I do like AdMech as a concept. I really like the standard tech, the tech priest with the axe. I love that model. What army would you build if you had unlimited money? I mean, I'd like to build a model I have with limited money. I guess if like in terms of maybe like getting someone to commission something, I think like oh, I don't know actually. Probably it would probably be like a Skaven army when they update Skaven. Like having a really cool Skaven army would be nice. Like with all the, I really like the kind of mech stuff, like the Storm Fiends and the guys with the big guns and stuff. Should I get into Grey Knights or should I put more work into my Warlord Titan? Yes. I don't really have a question. I want to say thanks for content. Hey, nice. Thank you for binging all of my my content on going through your old Stark Collector boxes. If you still have more of your old Stark Collector boxes to get through, just go through them again. Congrats on 10.5k. Thank you. Yeah, I'm surprised. This happened just before I was getting my like the monetization. I was like, oh, I need like a couple more videos and I'll be there. And then the one video was actually the Screaming Maiden video, which took me over the line and massively over it. The same thing happened here. I was like, oh, I may or may not get 10k by the end of July. Like I'm getting about 100 subscribers a video, and then the Chauncey video didn't do that well in terms of actual like subscribers. So I was like, oh yeah, I might make it, might not make it. And obviously this latest one has just shot to the moon and got me, you know, nearly 700 subscribers since it. So yeah, 10.5k is super nice. How is Chauncey? Chauncey's doing well. I haven't done any more updates to him. I'm gathering materials for various headwear. 40k already has a Skaven recruits called Gene Stealer cults. True, but Gene Stealer cults aren't rats, and rats are cool. I guess you could do a bunch of like conversions to make Skaven Gene Stealer cult, but I want my rat boys with big guns. I know they have like one-page rules, have some models for it. Maybe stream with Alchemist models when? That's a good point. I should probably stream with Alki at some point. Although, you know, he's good at painting and I'm not. Renegade Marine, yeah. So, do you see the video from Aaron's about how to make Centurions look good? I think Centurions look good already, but I haven't seen that video, no. You're gonna make a video of a 10,000 point game celebrate 10k subs? Absolutely not. That sounds horrendous. Although good segue to battle reports. I know a lot of people have asked about battle reports. It's one of the things that's on my list of work out how to do it. So we'll do like it won't be like a full battle report, like a tabletop tactics kind of style. Another channel I would love to work with actually is tabletop tactics, because it means I don't have to, you know, sort out my own table. I can just use theirs. But I want to do something around that. Do you remember the old style White Dwarf battle reports? I'd love to make one of them in video form, with me like walking around and doing analysis of the whole game. But the problem is I'll have to write down what happens, because the problem is I don't remember. So I'd have to essentially like photo or film myself doing it and then yeah, sort that out. Do you think Emerald George will get a codex this edition? I don't know if it'll be this edition, because what was the gap between Death Guard, then Thousand Suns, then World Eaters, and this one? I reckon they'll probably wait a bit. Thanks, Cyril, for a start. Watch the VOD if you want. One question, how am I? I'm very well, thank you. There was a Kickstarter for Cheese Stealer Cults. That's a great name. Yeah, those analysis videos, that's actually some of them, they're some of the most popular ones and some of the most fun to make, actually. I do like making those. Currently painting your Golden Guard Veteran. Nice. Leviathan, I have at least built. Apart from obviously the Stern Guard. I need to get out. And the problem is the weather's been very intermittent. It's also been chucking it down every so often. I need to sort that out. And get them spray painted at least. What's your favourite Orc vehicle? So I like Boom Daka Snazwagon just because of the name. It's just such a good name. Boom Daka Snazwagon. Hellstorm Gaming might be good as well, yeah. Yeah, any kind of, you know, I'm happy to work with anyone. Well, 4K TT is called Wrath and Glory. Yeah, so in fact, so the person asking about it, there's several. I played a cards and lost my hand to a single Gene Stealer. That makes sense. Is there a Grommet Mug in the background? There is not, but I do have a fun story about Grommet Mugs. Your Butterflies are breath of fresh air. Yeah, they're fun to do, and because I'm dumb, you know, I have to dumb it down for myself as well, so I do like doing it. 12k points, 4 players, everyone gets 6 points, 2v2. Gee, how long does that take? Just out of interest, because a 2k point game for me can take 5 to 6 hours because we're chatting as well. So Thousand Suns was 7th, Death Guard was 8th. I guess World Eaters was 9th, and it makes sense for this to be 10th. Why they didn't do it in the order of the numbers of the, you know, like Zinch's best number is 9th or whatever. You know, that would have been fun, but also. Thanks, Rory. 40k randomizer when? I do have an idea for that as well. Because of how they've done the new point system, obviously they've got a big table of all the points. And because everything, all war gear is free, it's probably quite easy to do a randomizer for 40k. Of course, you'd have to find someone who has all of those models around. Maybe like one of these like tabletop tactics or like bigger battle report areas, so they have tons of models available. But you could do a randomizer and literally just any model from anything just get to 2k points. I've been thinking about trying to program that. Best Chaos God is Zinch because he's a bird. How many different factions are you up to now? To be fair with some of them, like Necrons, I have like a few models here and there because I got them from the magazine, so it's not like a huge amount. Would I consider myself famous? No. If you walked out into the... Right, this is how you understand if someone's famous, even on YouTube. Because even someone with like, you know, think of someone with millions and millions of subscribers. If you walked up to someone in the pub, just some random middle-aged bloke in the pub who's talking about football, and you said, hey, you heard of Paul is bad at stuff? They would be like, fuck you on about, mate. You could do that for a lot of YouTubers then when I have no idea who you're talking about. Like maybe like some of the big ones that have gone into the mainstream, but not someone like me. I've never been recognized in the street or anything. And the first person who recognizes me in the street or just out and about, I'm going to be like, what the fuck is going on here? Thoughts on the 3 new 40k start boxes? I think they're like the 9th ones, right? They're fine. I don't know if you can rank them really best to worst. I mean, I guess the best one is the one with the most stuff in it, right? But again, it's depending on what you want. Most of my friends are power players and I'm more into narrative homebrew stuff. What do? I guess compromise. See if they want to just kind of chill out and do some of the kind of fun narrative stuff with you. If they don't, then maybe try your friendly local game stores. I don't know. I haven't really had a problem. Well, this is the thing. I think a lot of my friends in terms of these things are very much like me, where they're kind of on the edge of, we like to play strategically, but we don't mind doing something very silly because it's cool. Another 40k RPG, Imperium Maledictum. I should do a video on the like tabletop RPGs of 40k. That sounds interesting. 2 days, Jesus. My favorite model in 40k, God. There's a lot. I'd like Magnus, to be fair. Magnus is super cool. And like any kind of big model like that. I really like the Scorpec Lord as well from Necrons. I think that's a cool model. Any advice playing your first game of 40k? So I played my first game of 40k. It was like a 500 point game, so probably that. Probably start small, just to kind of get an understanding of the rules. Yeah. I was gonna buy you a grommet mug as you left my place, but someone beat me to it. Yeah. So that's a funny story. I'm gonna change to a new screen. I hope this works. Let me turn that on. And this is where the jank comes in. Hello. Hands. You probably can't see the chat very well on screen because I had to like make the background transparent so you could see my hand. Alright, so because obviously I've been using the grommet mug for a while in videos, so I thought I'd buy myself a grommet mug. There. Grommet mug. Now this is now the grommet mug of the thing. So this is also the good. Before we carry on, this is going to be a weird thing. I've also got my little boop, boop, VTuber down there, or my little thing down there. Obviously, he doesn't have hands, and his hands are here, so it's kind of, don't think too much about it. So I bought myself one of these because I was doing an Amazon order, and I was like, I saw it, so I was like, I'll buy myself one. Don't drink out of this. This thing looks horrendous to try and clean. Here's the problem: is my wonderful fiance Joanna had decided that she was going to buy me one for my birthday and had bought one for me for my birthday. My birthday's not till October. So she just decided to give it to me when she found out that I bought myself one. So I actually now have 2 grommet mugs. So there you go. I will probably use it to hold brushes or something. But yes, I now have 2 identical grommet mugs, perfect for all of that grommet mug requirement. So I'm gonna scroll back up and check because I think I did that just as people were asking questions. Kind of hard to recognize you as a drawn figure. That's fair. I mean, the thing is my drawn figure looks a lot like me because I'm bald and have a beard. I've only just got into painting. I kind of want a dreadnought. Yeah, grab a dreadnought. They're very cool. I'm not going to tell you where I live. But if you find me, don't tell everyone where I live. And don't tell them how I live. You could wish for a new model with the actual official rules of 4K. With actual official rules of 4K for your favourite captions, what would they be? Something cool for Drukhari, like a big, badass Drukhari dude. Love to see you do a video on 4K RPGs. Yeah, I'll add it to the list. I've got a big list. Alright, hands, yes. I don't have stick figure hands, I have real ass hands. Grommet mug giveaway? No, these are my grommet mugs. These are my mugs. Get your, well, I don't know why I thought grommet mug giveaway I would give you these ones. I can buy someone a grommet mug. So maybe I will do that. I've realized potentially the little watermark that's over my videos might actually be in the way of the VTuber, so I'll move myself over a little bit. Yeah, grommet mugs you would, and you can wear them as shoes. I absolutely can't. You've seen the side of my bloody feet. These things aren't gonna fit. Bald and bearded really narrows it down. It's very true. That is one of the problems with being bald and bearded. I guess it's not a problem. I can stealth between a lot of my bald bearded brethren. 9th or 10th edition. I like 10th more at the moment. I think it's just the simplification of it, and the mission cards are much nicer. Oh, there's 2 there are. A grommet and mug. Have you considered the 3rd grommet mug? Let's not be silly. Move these out of... So someone also asked earlier, how am I doing? I'm doing well, thank you. Like other non-Warhammer based videos. I don't know. I was like, there's something on my board, but it's not. It's the kind of edge of... This bit of the chat box for some reason hasn't been transparented, so there's just a little black mark here, so I apologize for that. Nice thumbs, thank you. Yeah, so people were asking what one of the things I've been doing, or might do non-Warhammer related is. Knives. So in the latest video I did, I said like, oh, you should, I think you should add a knife in there, but obviously if you want to sell the kids, blah blah blah. And I found a picture of a butterfly knife. And I don't know about any of you, but when I was a kid, I loved butterfly knives. I thought they were the coolest thing in the world. But even as a kid, I knew that I would absolutely cut my fingers off completely with them, trying to play about with them. Fortunately, this is not a knife. It's very, very blunt. It's like a practice, I think they're called balisongs. The practice butterfly knife that I got from Amazon for like £6. I just think they're really cool. So I've been trying to practice some stuff. The problem is I've got to try and I can do it like down here, off screen. So like something like that, essentially. And your other issue with this is, yeah, I am British, so I've got to have a knife. You got a license for that knife. The other problem with this is now that I've looked up like some basic tricks and how to do them, I'm getting nothing but like knife recommendations on my YouTube now. And for some reason, guns. Like I had a whole like just series of just knives and guns, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know where the guns came on. Yeah, another hobby tip about that. There's kind of like you gotta kind of swing it out, but then like twist it at the same time, and then when it hits there, you go back that way. So what I was gonna do a video on learning this stuff, but I was essentially gonna paint, because on a normal balisong, only one of the sides is actually bladed. So I was gonna paint one side, or like put some like like marker on one side, and then as I was playing with it, see how many times I would have actually cut myself, which is probably a fair number. I've already seen I would have absolutely destroyed my fingers with this stuff. But this is like a super cheap. The fact that they're super cheap online is really cool. So that's something I've been doing. But this is this is I guess the problem in a dark. Well, yeah, in a dark alley, people would believe this is real, right? But also the other thing is, if you've seen the kind of tricks they can do with these things, so like spinning them around their like hands, like the spy from TF2, right? They're like spinning around their hands and like doing this. If someone came at you with a knife, and instead of pulling out like a switchblade, they did all these tricks with this thing, you'd shit yourself. It doesn't need to be a blade in it. Just the actual like fact that they're spinning this thing at you. And yeah, I've envisioned with this. It's like just a fidget toy. What's the AP on the knife? Fucking nothing, mate. Look at this. Look how awful. To be fair though, if you like really like properly really went for someone, you could actually stab someone with this. Obviously, it's not meant to cut, but yeah. Guns, yeah. This is the other problem. I do like guns. I think shooting. I think guns are cool. I don't think people should own guns. For as a standard, not to get into it, but as a standard, I've got my keys, my wallet, my gun. I don't think that's really required, but guns are cool. I consider playing any of the Warhammer skirmish games. Kill Team 40k. I've played Kill Team before, and I do really like Kill Team. I should play it more. And again, I'm not very good at it. Still want to learn lockpicking. That's something I want to learn as well. Again, it's a very like lockpicking lawyer is obviously very cool, but it's a very I should put that down before I make a load of noise. Like lockpicking's a weird hobby to get into, right? Because what are you doing with that hobby apart from theft? Apart from a little bit of crime on the side? I mean, it's interesting. And obviously, you can become a locksmith. Who are you and how did you get in here? I'm a locksmith, and I'm a locksmith. How many tricks can I learn before I lose my fingers video? 0, probably. But why not watching the Rusty Cage knife song at some stage? Rusty Cage knife song. My mother's very lovely. Had a. Yeah, the squats are still tucked away in the pile. At some point, I'll sort them out. If someone tries to show me they painted Warhammer in Dark Alley, I'd be scared by that too. That's fair. Hey kid, you want to buy some Warhammer? How far to get into your Chaos Knights? I built most of the parts of the thing, and then I want to start magnetizing the weapons, and never got around to it. If you wanted to collect one model from each army you don't have, what would they be? That's a long question. Get back to you on that. I think in terms of for some of the ones that kind of come out of, that come to mind are a Wraith Knight, like I said, or even Wraith Guards just in general. That kind of stuff. Tau shooters are cool as well. Also, now that I've shown my hands, I don't know what to do with my hands while I'm talking, so I might do some weird stuff. So I apologize for that. Yeah, so I do like Tau, the Tau battle suits. I do think they're cool. Or like the broadside ones with the big guns, like the rail guns, they're cool. You could really shove it up someone's ass. I mean, if you could shove a real knife up someone's ass. I mean, you could have anything up there if you were trying hard enough. I don't know why we're going down that. You could stab anyone with anything if you're persistent. That's very true. Recommend trying Warcry. Warcry. I mean, I have a few Warcry bands, so I could give it a go. Do you mind playing with toughness 3 models? It's interesting. When I was against Death Guard in 9th edition, and their aura reduced you down to toughness 2, so basically everything was wounding you on 2s, that was horrendous, but not too bad. You're entering Wolverhampton, oh no. You'll be fine. Just look out for the live wolves. I'm gonna get lockpicked then stabbed by a butterfly knife. Do you play Warhammer Age of Sigmar or just 40k? Just 40k at the moment, although I do have Age of Sigmar plans. Hey kid, want to buy some Squigog boys? I have some Squigog boys I should actually paint. That's true. As a kid, I never had enough money for drugs, so I was too busy playing video games and Warhammer. I mean, this is the other thing. If you get kids addicted to video games and Warhammer, they're not going to go outside to get drugs because they're going to be inside, being alone. Yeah, Wraith constructs are cool. Paint models! Yeah, I will do. I do find that maybe this setup isn't the best way to paint models because there's a lot of shit in my way, but... Do you like Gene Stealer Colts? I think they're kind of cool. I'm not a big fan of most of the model range, but I like the idea. I do like the motorbike people. I think they're cool. It's just I like motorbikes. Flip the bird at us with your hands. No, that's rude. That would be very fucking rude. Maybe start putting out random models. True, I could just start grabbing stuff. In fact, let me... prove that I have a metal Magnus. There you go. If the autofocus goes nicely. Nope, it's not being nice. You gonna play nice? It's trying its best, bless it. But yeah, I'll put that there, it might be easier. You could use your hands to paint, that's true. Oh, that's why someone yelled paint models. There's a delay on the chat, so some of the things I can't remember the the context for. Nice to see another VTuber with 40k. I know you're only PNG. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to get more. I'm trying to do a proper VTuber model. I'd say proper, using the Live 2D software. It's quite an interesting piece of software, actually. Yeah, thank you. 40k VTuber Christian von Carmian. That's a name and a half. That's the thing with VTubers as well. I was going to do a video on like VTuber stuff. A lot of VTubers are like, I'm a demon from space or something, and I'm just like, I'm just me, bald and bald and bearded. How many unpainted armies you got? All of them. I don't have a painted army, technically. Atlan Jackals, thank you. That's what they're called. From about a minute ago. Practice shadow puppets. I mean, I need to move the light around. What's more British than Grommet Mug? 2 Grommet Mugs, very true. I'm pretty bad at stuff. I think the thing with Paul is bad at stuff is that eventually if I become good at something, I'll have to stop doing it on the channel and then start doing something else I'm bad at. Your VTuber lord is, I'm a vampire and I play 40k. Nice. Let's think about the ramifications of that. You're a vampire that plays 40k, so you can only play at night, I assume, or at least not in direct sunlight, which is fine. Have you been playing since like 1st edition? Well, here's the problem, right? You're a vampire, so if you've been living for like a long time, there's loads of people have been playing since 1st edition. So that's not unique to vampires. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying to write your lore for you. That does sound cool though. I should check out your channel. What's my favourite colour? Purple. If you haven't guessed from all the purple I do. What actually happened to your Screaming Raymans? They still exist. The thing with Screaming Raymans is obviously a lot of kind of the vibe of them boiled down to a lot of the stratagems you could do in 9th. So I'm kind of waiting to see what the Raven Guard type detachment is in 10th. The Macarena was it? I don't remember the full Macarena. Would you recommend painting Drukhari? Yeah, they're not that bad. They're kind of fun. Would you ever consider using diff thumbnails for your streams? Yes, I'm just lazy. This is the problem. I haven't really gotten to a proper like streaming schedule or really kind of thought about streaming properly. So I just use the channel banner I made quickly. There's no fear of you becoming good. Chad, are you just here to rinse me? Because I'm all for it. Yeah, so a few jump pack things. I'm waiting for them to. The one thing with the Vanguard vets is they kind of got a bit stuffed, but oh. Do you see any of Warhammer podcast tier lists on how hard each emu is? How hard each part. The question from Spawn Love if you're in chat, because apparently I can't speak. I haven't seen it, but I will let you know. Yeah, Scourges are quite good. I've almost finished some Scourges. I got like 2/3 of the way through. Someone asked where Magnus. There, Magnus. I told you I got Magnus. Thank you, Chad. I need someone to keep my ego in check. So, this is going to be interesting. Because you can't see this, but so I've got the camera here, I've got a light here, and I've got the mic like here, all within my view. But we're going to give this a go. Do you think an all-Phobos army is impossible? No, I think you could do an all-Phobos army, right? I haven't really looked too far into... I haven't looked too far into the rules for Space Marines too much because they seem very complicated. Like the leader stuff I find quite complicated. You have to kind of remember what each leader does specifically. Before we get into this, actually, for people on stream, for a quick preview, some little hats. That's not the end of it though. There's a lot more for the Chauncey hat. Also, I bought some googly eyes. The problem is these googly eyes are massive, like compared to my thumb. So these are not fit for purpose. I just now have 100 googly eyes that are useless to me. So that'll be fun. Is Magnus also getting a hat? Magnus has his own hat. You know, see this thing? That's a big old hat, isn't it? Would Magnus wear hats on his horns? I think he probably would. I think he wouldn't have much choice unless he had a custom-made hat. Magnus unboxing stream. There you go. He's unboxed. Adding speaker to the list of things you're bad at. Yeah, that's... I only laughed at that because later on you said that sounded mean. To be fair, one of the problems I have with both streaming and videos is I talk far too fucking fast. I've noticed when I've been watching some videos, I started upping the speed to like 1.25, 1.5 times speed and realised that's about as fast as I talk in normal videos. I tried slowing it down, so in the latest video I did a really conscious effort to kind of slow down what I was saying, but I'm still pretty rapid. Oh, nice Coyote. Yeah, I'm glad that my videos are getting people to waste their money. That's it. It feels good to bring more people into this plastic crack. Is Magnus I've answered that question already. Where Magnus and his enemies are the werewolf. That's quite funny. Ah, the werewolf. But how wolf? That's the real question. But how is wolf? Thought this was a painting stream. No, this is going to be... Supposedly it's going to be a building stream. I'll see how it goes. At the moment it's an answering questions and trying to do too many things at once stream. Because Magnus is going to be interesting, right? Because... So you got... The pieces are fine. There's a question here about whether I magnetize the wings. I don't think I'm going to. For a couple of reasons. One, I can't be bothered. Two, I think from what I've read, the wings fit into this area quite nicely anyway. And three, I think because painting the wings while they're attached is going to be easier, I might do that. And I've got enough ways to store and transport him without having to move the wings around, so that's probably what I'd do. But we'll get to the wings and I'll see how they fit in. So I'm probably not going to put magnets in here. And then for pieces like armor like this, you kind of have to keep them separate, do the foot, and then add them in. So there's going to be pieces like here which I'm not going to attach straight away. And then like on the wings as well, like these bits here. And then the main armor. Going with the staff version because that's super cool. Yeah, so this bit here, I'm going to put the armor together, but I'm not going to attach it until I've painted. Probably going to put that on. I'm following a tutorial how to paint him, but eventually I'll get around to it. And in terms of head, I am going with the Where's his faces? Is it earlier in this? Yes. I'm going with this one, the masked face. I don't know if you can see it on. It's not on there. It's on the box somewhere. But it's the one where it's not actually his real face. It's a mask. I love that one. That's my favorite. You use eyes as bases. That's true. I could have like a little googly-eyed base. Yeah, I think British people just speak quick, don't we? We're just fast. Seeing this grid sort of motivates me to continue my swarm lord. Do it. Once you finish the barbs. Yeah. Lunch break cigar. That sounds fancy. Thanks, wannabe. Yeah, catch the VOD. Thanks for jumping in. Favorite flavor of crisps? Salt vinegar. Pant Magnus, like pull his pants down. Are you gonna kit bash customer Magnus anyway? No, I'm gonna go very much like by the box for Magnus. I just think it's just so cool. I want to make him look like that basically. Oh, I want one of them. I want one of these. Leviathan telling us have a cock bone. All right. I wouldn't feel. I'll try not to think about it. Do I have ADHD? Do I have ADHD? Yes, I do. I am an ADHD. Once I finally commit to hobby bingo, I managed to curb my wrong spending habits. Nice. Hey, I'm balancing out. All things balanced. Some people are getting into it. Some people are trying not to do it. Trying to splash some Deldar into my Yunari army. Any fun models you recommend? I love Hellions and Scourges. I think they're both very cool. But yeah. 10k live stream. Let's talk about stabbing. What did you say to me? The problem is I can't do it. I can't do the trick in the camera. But yeah. Thanks, shock system. The shock system. Thanks for the congratulations. Should Eldar be called Light Drukhari? Well, Light Drukhari are like, because Drukhari are Dark Eldar, right? So Light Dark Eldar, because Eldar aren't Light Eldar, they're regular Eldar. So I guess Eldar are Light Dark Eldar because they cancel each other out. Can you bet your bet painting within 2 weeks? Oh, absolutely bloody not. I'll be doing the whole process on stream. As you can see, the process is going very well so far. This stream's been live for an hour, and I've currently literally got out of the box. And not even there, actually still in the box. So that's good. If you slow down your speech, you might be at risk of being a good YouTuber. We can't have that. That's very true. I can't do that. I mean, could you put a top up on Magnus? I mean, his hair's in the way is one problem. I mean, you guys could put it like here. Any regular Eldar died with Slanesh. True. I can tell you had ADHD by your hands. Well, you know I have ADHD. My ADHD hands all look all bony and veiny and stuff. Ever heard of Eldar Exodites? I haven't actually. Oh, Dinosaur Eldar Exodites. Yeah, they're in the book that I read in whatever it's called. I'm gonna change the stream title just to try and attempting to build a Magnus! Exclamation mark. So now people know what we're trying to do. Yeah, in the book Infinite and Divine, they go on about, you know, they do some Dino Ridey stuff, like all the Wraithbone stuff. That's kind of cool. Right, let's start doing something. I don't know really how to approach this, right? I think piece by piece, obviously, but I think what I want to do is I'll probably, because I don't. Here's a question for everyone here. Do you kind of get everything out of the sprue and cleaned up first and then kind of put it onto the page, or do you go bit by bit? Like, do these 2 bits, then that bit, then that bit, then that bit. Like, the whole process for each piece. Distract Paul to see how little we can get him to complete. This is one of the things as well, like watching, like, you know, Alchemist Model stream, which you should go subscribe to on, he's on Kick now, on Twitch and YouTube. He, whenever they do painting streams, there's a lot of distractions, so they never actually paint that much. Excuse me. How do I feel about transfers to decals? I don't like them. I haven't done any, and I probably won't. The biggest fail you've had while building? Probably anything with the 3-point arm technique, where you got to get the shoulders in and then gun. I've buggered that up a few times. Bit by bit, yeah. I think that's I think for bigger models, bit by bit is the way to go. For the termagants and stuff, I kind of got all of them out and laid them out on the page. And that worked well because it's push fit. Do I take medicine? Yes, I am medicated, although you probably can't tell. Yeah, that's the other thing, because if you get too many pieces out and you're like, which piece is this again? You got to try and work out which number it was. So yeah, I think I'll do bit by bit. Will you make an update for if and when you paint him? Yeah, I'm going to do the whole thing on stream. So when I am painting and building him, it will be all done on it. There'll be a VOD for it. And then I'll probably do a retrospective at the end. Right. There's too many bloody things on my desk already. So let's chill. Let's chill the fuck out, everyone. Calm down. Right. We got glue. We got. Right. I need to move some stuff. I'm getting mad. Right, knife, a real knife. So, sorry YouTube, apologies for showing real sharp objects. I cut up stuff for each step, then clean before moving. Yeah, that's probably how I'm gonna go. Cut it all, then clean, then put it together. Yeah, I think for big pieces, I'm gonna go bit by bit. I tried it all at once for 40 plague bearers. So that was useful because they were all easy. Yeah, I think like I said, termagants, because they're all push fit, you can kind of lay them all out on the page and then clean them all up, and then you just have to go through and just put them together. With or without chestplate, I like him with, I think. I like the armor. I think the armor's really cool. But I'm going to paint underneath first, so I might make that decision later. I'm going to keep the armor separate to the body until I've painted the whole body part. So I doubt you'll get to sleep for a while. You're doing it all in one. I'm not doing. No, it's not all gonna be one stream. It's gonna be across many streams. Probably across many weeks and months. What's the biggest kit batch conversion you've ever done? I did a Demon Prince, which didn't come out very well in the end. It was one of the first models I made. I think I talked about it in one of the videos. I liked it at the time, but it's definitely not as good as I can do. So we'll probably want another one at some point. Chauncey is doing well. Someone asked how's Chauncey. If he isn't bare chested, I'll right. But how do you get the chest nipples? The nipple horns, if he hasn't got his chest plate on? This is the problem. Yeah, so I will be summoning this. Let's you know what? Let's get one thing started. There's a number 8 there. This is the other thing, right? I'm gonna do this and just pull it out of screen. So I do apologize for that. And I imagine I'm going to do something wrong. Someone is going to yell at me for doing something weird, and I'm going to have to apologize and learn how to actually make models. Because this is a model I really don't want to fuck up. So probably doing this in front of 60 people. You know how when someone looks over you... Let me cut this out first and then I'll talk. You know how when people look over your shoulder when you're doing something? And you're like... You do things worse, like especially if you're programming or something like that, and they're looking over your shoulder. This is like what this is. Except you're not behind me, you're in front of me, and you're just text on a screen, but it's still nerve-wracking. Right. There we go, we've made actual progress. We did it. Are you bare-chested or do you wear armor while you stream? Oh, I'm always fully naked. I'm 2D, so I don't really have a chest. I must wear a blue shirt at all times. That's a good point. The funny thing about the shirt color in all my videos is whatever color shirt I'm wearing at the time that I start editing is the shirt color for that video. Glue the horns on bare chest. Most disliked army. I don't really have a most disliked army. I guess Imperial Guard, just because I don't like their vibe. When Magnus is swarmed to his nipple horns get soft. I don't know. Top hats on horns, yeah. I mean, everyone should be thinking about topless Magnus with his nipple horns. Every time you fuck up, pull a judgment token out of a Votan box. I have them out already, actually. Right, I need to clean this up. One thing I have noticed with this model, and my microphone might be a lot closer. Very few mold lines that I need to actually clean up. I need to obviously clean up the bits where it's come off the sprue, but the actual mold itself is super nice and super clean. So I'm quite happy with the actual model. want you to clean up the bits where it's come off the sprue. Bit there. I've also replaced my knife blade because I wanted a fresh sharp blade for this. The one thing I absolutely don't want to do is cut myself on stream, because that would be embarrassing. Face reveal? I mean, I could. It's not interesting to look at. I mean, to be fair, if you've watched any of my videos, I've actually had shown my face in 2 of them. If anyone can tell me which 2, you get no prize, but at least you know stuff about my videos. So I wasn't sure like what I was gonna do in terms of my presentation. It wasn't until a few videos in that I did start doing this these animations. It was one of the things I wanted to do. It was one of the ideas I had originally. Problem is, if you look at YouTubers who use their actual face, it's so much easier to just be on camera talking because you don't have to edit every fucking frame. I mean, I don't edit that many frames. It's like 4 frames per conversation, but it's still overhead. But then I would have to get like a camera and set up a nice actual recording and put my face on the videos, which is kind of a pain in the ass. I do the stupid YouTuber faces. I can at least draw. I say I can draw my stupid YouTube face. I just take them from the video because I'm lazy. Magnus making you act up. Act unwise, make you feel a certain way. That's true. I like the guard models. I just don't like their vibe. And the same with Cities of Sigmar. I prefer Stormcast Eternals if I was gonna go for a human-looking army. But I do like the models. Okay, I think we may be ready for our first. Get the dry glue off this shit. Oh god, there's loads on this. That's not what I want. Oh, calm down. Make it worse. No, we're good. I wouldn't try to use the butterfly and knife to clean the model. No, that's a very good point. Because it's not even really a knife. Right, so how does this fit together? Let's sort this out. Bam, like that. I'm gonna put that. Wrap it together. Don't know why I blew on it, but there you go. We've got a piece. We've done it. What makes new City of Sigmar models different to you from the guard? I guess it's the fantasy of it. I don't know. Actually, it's a good point. I just think I think because I'm more into or I know more. Not I know more about 40k. I'm more into 40k that I feel like Imperial Guard don't fit more for me than I don't really know much about Cities of Sigmar. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I think Drukhari and Thousand Suns, I kind of just got the vibe from. They look cool, but yeah, I want a Necron army after reading the Infinite Divine. What's the thing you're building on the green? It's like a. It's basically like a crafting mat. I don't know what you call it. It's essentially anti-stab. I don't really know what you call it. But yeah, you get them on Amazon for super cheap. Should I paint Necron Warriors 41 to 80 or buy Drukhari Battle Force? Both. Yes. The answer is yes. The Braving is a hobby knife. Last I used one more building gun, I cut myself. I've not cut myself with these. I do get a lot of like lines in my thumb, but I don't go too deep. Drop that lore, why not? I will. Well, I probably can't read all of it right now because I'm obviously trying to do this at the same time, but we'll see how it goes. You do seem to be you are my lore guy. Every time there's some lore, you're usually the guy to deliver it. So everyone should have a lore guy. Everyone needs not a lawyer, just a guy who knows the law. This is where chat interaction goes really far down. I apologize. I need like chat. I basically need like Actually, no, this is a terrible idea. I was gonna say I need like a Google Glass type situation where I'm wearing glasses to have like a HUD for the chat, but then I'm gonna have chat in my vision while I'm trying to use a knife. So that's actually a terrible idea. I think that was it. So yeah, this is the bit where the wings go in, right? So these slots here apparently are really snug for the wings. So this goes. There? No. Am I dumb? I'm dumb. Am I dumb? I feel like I'm dumb. Am I dumb? It goes higher than that. This bit goes there. This bit goes there. Okay, I am being dumb. Okay. There's a gap there, but we'll work that out. And we attach. This bit goes there. There you go. Yes, I've already kind of made a bit of a bigger gap there. Thing is, I think the kind of get the glue in there to melt that over a little bit. Probably don't want to put my finger on it though. Is that right? That's not right. Oh, that looks right. We're good. We're making progress. Yeah, Necrons are quite easy to paint. Yeah, you just spray them and then it's similar to Custodes, I guess. Paint Magnus blue, but he's called the red. Any ideas for merch? No? Yeah? Here's my thing with YouTuber merch, or just merch, this kind of merch in general, right? Text-to-speech questions, that's a good idea. Again, I've diverted because I saw something. A lot of YouTuber merch is kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I wanted to release merch, I'd want it to be something that you could wear without it really appearing to be like Paul is bad at stuff merch unless you like look closer, or make stuff like dice where my stupid face is the 6, that kind of thing. Really, my stupid face should be the 1. Actually, that makes more sense. So I think if I were to do merch, it'd be stuff like dice or clothes that were actually like suitable for more than just like a 17-year-old or someone at uni who wears graphic tees like I used to do. Yeah, that's my vibe. Caught myself once so far, 9 months. I find cutting towards yourself is not too bad because obviously you're doing it like you're being quite careful like this. Cutting away is also fine. I'm fairly safe with this stuff. And I've said that now. I've said out loud, I'm fairly safe with this stuff. I'm absolutely going to cut myself in this stream now. So I 100% jinxed myself. I need piece 10. I don't want to see piece 10 on this thing. Is it on this thing at all? So that's the next piece there. That's piece 11. So you'd think it'll be near there. Oh, there it is. Found it. It's right there. Oh, hello, friend. I'm bad at stuff t-shirts. Bald cap merch. Fake beard merch. So yeah, to be fair, I'm thinking more about gold. Pure gold. I know the shadow ones are like... I do like the shadow guys. They're pretty cool. And I know this stream is really... I've set up a camera, but I can't really do that over there, so I do apologise for the camera not exactly being interesting. It'll probably be the same when I paint as well. I need to work out a way to actually get the painting in, because I want to take my time with this, and I don't want to do the whole thing of like painting out here to just get it on camera. So I'll have to work. I'll work out how to do something interesting. And yeah, someone did mention music. That's the other thing I need to sort out. Oh yeah, my stupid D20 face. I'll need to grab that out. Is it easy accessible? Yeah, so Boopel in chat He's a very, very good friend of mine. I've known for many, many years. Got me this dice. Is this dice always purple? I thought this dice was a. Oh no, I thought this dice was black, but looking at it in the light, it's actually purple. Huh, never knew that. Yeah, so the 20 on this dice is my face. When I had hair is the problem with this, but yeah. It's a DM horse shit face from my DM horse shittery as a DM. I love that die. I use it for tracking stuff in Warhammer, and obviously for D&D. Dice with Grommet Mug as the D6. Every face is something different. Do you do that thing where you look for a piece for 3 minutes only to find it being in plain sight? Oh, I mean, I just did basically, didn't I? So where does this go? This is shoulders. Did I finish? Did I get distracted and finish getting all the nibs off? I did, yeah. Did I go there? Yes. Okay, that's fine. Bit of glue. Magnus. Magnets the red. There we go. He's coming together. Screaming Ravens merch. That's a cool idea as well. Like hoods. Hoods with bird heads that you go, Pah! Force of Chaos have ravaged the 8 mortal realms, submerged into ruins. Sigmar closes the realm against his realm of heavens, and it came back, bringing with him Sword Stars, drive Chaos back, proclaim the realms of revealed society. Cool. That's when Sigmar come in there, filming and reviving mortals. Ah, okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, honestly, I'm jumping between things. Very cool, like man. That is kind of cool lore. I do quite like that. They're the kind of remnants of the survived mortals. Yeah, for this, I never knew this was purple. I always thought this was black, but yeah, in the proper light, it's nice and purple. It's a really nice purple. It's like a cool, like, shine there. That should, that's me not looking at things in, teach ravens to scream and sell, though. I don't think ravens need to be taught to scream. Bricky sells twerking Among Us dice. Who's Bricky and why? Love that you're bad at stuff like us. Thank you. I think I made a post, so someone was like, why is all your content like speaking to my soul? And I said, essentially, that's the whole point of my content is to speak directly to your inner fears and anxieties in a very silly way. A lot of people are taking some of the videos a bit seriously. I had quite a lot of funny comments on the latest video being like, oh god, you must have paper made of skin. It's like, come on, man, that's not serious. Someone just said like man up lol, which I thought was like, all right, chill out. Code dice, you can lie what each face is. As long as you stick to the rules of dice, yeah, you can assign your own values to each dice. Just the worst dice in the world. The worst dice in the world. There's 2 really bad dice from GW I've seen. There were some Necron dice that Steve has that I've used, which are just impossible to actually fucking decipher what they are. Like, because they have pips and lines, you can't see what's going on. And then another friend of mine who I play with has some Sisters of Battle die where the 1 and the 6 are fleur-de-lises, but they're the wrong way around. And it's really confusing. Every time a 1 or a 6 comes up, we go, wait, which way around is that? Just say there's no mod lines. I think that's a mod line there. Oh, that's a horrible sound. I apologise. There as well. Chauncey and Mr. Snuffles hoodie. That's a good idea, actually, yeah. Chauncey, sorry, not the microphone there. The swirl on his back would be quite fun as a shirt. Are you planning on painting him when I'm done? Yeah, not today. But I will paint him. I will paint Magnus again on stream. Over the coming time. There are some paints I don't quite have yet, which I will need. I have them on order because they're sold out everywhere. I think that just goes on like this. Oh, is this going to be a pain in the ass? I think it is, actually. Come on. Oh, no. Hang on a sec. Why is this like this? Oh, there we go. Oh, that fits in quite snug. This is one of the problems I do have some models like this, where you have to kind of fit things underneath. The real pain in the ass. I've also got some glue on his chest there. That'll come out. As long as I'm not ruining the detail, that should be fine. There you go. We're partway there. This is I saw someone ask. This is Revel Contact Professional. I bought 2 of them. I bought 2 bottles when I started Warhammer in 2011. No, 2011, Jesus. 2021. I've only just started this one, so they lasted like 2 years. They're really, really good. A Chauncey mug. Not a bad idea. That you might start running into copyright things if I'm trying to sell a not mutually podcast. Ricky's game review and he made videos on Warhammer. Actually, no, to be fair, one of the things my YouTube tells me is yeah, Bricky's a name that's actually appeared there, so I do recognise the name actually. Merch is a pet shop where you sell ravens. Yeah, that's one of the non-Warhammer videos I'm making is about just I'm selling birds I'm selling birds down a dark alley. Recent events of cities have been given a chance to expand. Ah, that's very cool. I like the GW ones that are where the 6 is the symbol, because at least you know the symbol means 6. I really like the Thousand Suns ones. I think that's really cool. Chauncey in a Tyrannosaurus Rex French kissing. Just as a picture, as a merch. If someone wants to draw that and sell it, I mean, you don't need to do it on my merch. That's cool. The Cities of Sigmar stuff sounds really cool, like, man. And the models are really cool as well. But that sounds quite interesting. It sounds. I think because it's fantasy, I'm more allowing of that versus Imperial Guard, which is just like they're just the army, and that's kind of boring. But maybe there's army, maybe there's Imperial Guard lore. I don't know. Isn't Bricky part of Adeptus Ridiculous? I haven't actually seen any. I saw people recommended Adeptus Ridiculous, but I haven't actually watched any. Selling birds down in Dark Alley, so a pimp. That's true. Probably shouldn't have said it like that. But yes, it's not a pimp for like women and using that kind of term, but I guess essentially like a bird pimp. What do I think of World Eaters? I think they're kind of cool. I do like World Eaters. Their models are cool. I like Angron. He's an angry boy. His name is Angron, and he is angry. I think that's a great naming convention. What are we doing here? 5 and 4. Why? 1, 2, 4, and 5. Why? Oh. Paul is also bad at respecting women. Don't call me out like this. I respect women. If I ever say I don't respect women, it's always 100% a joke. I'm doing it as a joke, as a meme. Don't cancel me. I've just hit 10k subscribers. I don't want to get cancelled already. I want to get cancelled for doing something real badly, you know, smoking meth on stream or something, you know. Something cancelable. I feel like if you're going to get cancelled, you might as well do it properly, right? Don't know why I'm talking about this. I probably should shut the fuck up. I also swear a lot more. I apologize because I try not to swear in the videos because it doesn't really flow as well when I'm swearing. And like obviously I swore in the latest video because it was for dramatic effect. But I do sometimes swear a bit while I just chat, so I do apologize if that is not something you want to hear. But you can fuck off. I'm joking. I apologize. Sorry. Angron is extremely shockingly unreasonably mad. Yeah. Yeah, Ferris Manus. That's a great name. Thanks, One Whole Egg, for that compliment. Yeah. Yeah, get stuff done. I'm happy to see people getting stuff done. That's the, you know, if I can't get stuff done, at least other people are getting stuff done, and I can then take the credit for that. At least means I don't have to do anything. Apart from make silly videos. Guys, the murder was for a bit. Meth stream when? I don't. My ADHD medication is not meth. I'm a speed kind of guy. Again, that was a joke about ADHD medication. Please don't YouTube kill me. Don't kill me, YouTube. I was just talking slightly about drugs. I didn't mean it. It's just a little drugs. Oh, I'm taking a bit of a chunk out there. There's a bit there. Oh. Don't know why I'm whispering to myself. That'll do. Must protect this man if he gets cancelled or becomes tyranny of the hive mind. Protect him from the hive mind. Paul, woman respecter, is bad at doing stuff. I should change my channel name to that. Paul, respecter of women, bad at stuff. Bro, cooking meth. I didn't say anything about cooking meth. I said smoking meth. But sure, I mean, that's the start of Breaking Bad, right? Breaking Bad Gen Z edition is just this Twitch streamer who's not doing very well and he gets cancer and he has to create meth on stream. Hey, it's your boy, Walter White, coming at you with another hot new stream where I cook meth. Oh, it's blue. Like and subscribe for more colours. What is this bit? I don't know. I don't know what this bit is. I know what this bit is. This bit is a foot of a bird, but terrible joke. Stop it. This is why I I normally do videos, because I can try and be funny in the edit. Without the edit, I'm very unfunny, and as you can probably tell. Not cancer cancelled. Yeah, he doesn't even have a real problem that he needs the money for. He just gets cancelled, and he's like, "Oh, I've got to make meth now on stream." What eye face are you going with? I'm going for the mask. Favorite moment was when I said Prime with the Black, and you're done. Yeah, thank you. What were people? That's one thing I am quite interested in. What are people's favorites, like jokes or references? Because I have some of my favorites, but I do want to see what kind of things people like to see in these videos. There's a bit of a mod line down there, actually. I said earlier, there's no mod lines on this model, and I've seen like fucking 4 already. Probably a bit weird to be like, stroke my ego, what's your favorite joke I've ever made? But this is my party, I'll celebrate how I like. Move that out. Paint. So on there as well. No, that's fine. That's a lot right now. My favorite joke is you, yeah, thanks. I could draw. I could get a selection of hats for my my little VTuber model. But if I do the improved version, you can actually add like objects and stuff. Just finished eating food. What did you have? How? Serious question time. And then that question. I don't think you understand. Serious question, and I don't know what the answer is. Probably 0. But thank you for coming. Appreciate the serious question. I hate it when you get like little glue web. You know what I mean? Where it kind of dries funny. Oh, had some glue on my hand. It's got on the leg. It'll be fine. I think. Oh, no. Yeah, I need to get some of the glue off my hand because I've got a bit of a fingerprint on one of these bits. How many total armies do you have? Doesn't matter if it's assembled or not. Thousand Suns, Drukhari, they're the main 2. Space Marine, Screaming Ravens, that's 3. It's got some Necrons, not really a full army. Some Orcs, not really a full army. Sisters of Battle, most of which actually I didn't paint because I bought them off Alki. Leagues of Votan, Squigs. The other one. Soul Black Gravelords, so a number. Whatever number that was that I just counted. The 12-hour painting time lapse. That was the fun one to make because it took me like 30 seconds to make. Let's make a video where you roast our piles of shame. That's an interesting idea. Page picture of the tiny hats you bought. Then I don't alter it to flat. Yeah, I think I see what that was saying, but it was a bit together. I'm to commission a mask for something. That's true. Who made Magnus's mask? Okay, so these bits here, to go back to actually building the model. I'm not going to take these bits off the sprue because I'm going to do these bits later. So I'm going to save those bits on the sprue and then get them off later for undercoating because I don't need them right now. Because these are going to be separate parts that I'll paint separately so I can get to this leg. I do need to get the stupid little toe. I hate it when they do little toes. It's so dumb. Just put them all together. Don't make me add a little extra toe, you little Games Workshop. I probably shouldn't have mentioned about meth cooking. If I get 100,000 subscribers in 10 minutes, I'll do a meth cooking stream and ruin my career in life. But I don't think I'll be getting 100,000 subscribers in 10 minutes. These are the kind of bets I like to make. Bets that are bets that don't lead to this, essentially. Could I make 1,000 more army using Magnus and 2 exalted lead rubrics? Reddit told me Magnus was a bit too OP for that. Magnus didn't used to be OP, but he is now, apparently. I had an idea in 9th for a list. It was literally Magnus, Magnus, 2 exalted sorcerers, and then just 3 bricks of 10 Scour of Occult Terminators. And that was the whole list. In fact, there's in Discord there is a list that I've made, which is like all the Zangors you could possibly take, Magnus and a Vortex Beast. Low quality spinning idiot was fun. I did enjoy that rambling elephant, thank you. That was actually quite interesting. It was quite interesting reading lore between shitposts. It's definitely a unique way to get your lore, get information about the lore of Warhammer. Is between shitposts. I highly recommend it to many people who are looking to get some valuable information. Just get all that information essentially from, like, imagine reading Wikipedia, but every paragraph or every line is separated by a bunch of just weird conversations, and you have to kind of just decipher which bits are actually useful. There you go. That's a leg. It would fill a niche, and it would certainly fill a niche in the 40k scene. What else would you cook on stream if not meth? Cooking's kind of bullshit. I do want to do a video about cooking at some point, because, right, tangent here. I watch a channel called Sorted Food, which if you don't watch, it's very funny. I do enjoy it. But the problem is they do this thing where they're like, oh, here's this weird ingredient, and we've made it into a meal. Here, try it. But they only try it with that weird ingredient. They don't do a comparison. I want to just make food and then actually add, like, a bay leaf. Does it actually make a fucking difference? Because I don't think it does. And maybe I'm just bad. But I feel like with cooking, like, there's certain things it's just like, I don't know what the difference is. Like, I don't know what this tastes like if I don't have that ingredient. Like, what's it doing? You know what I mean? Like, you know the outcome, right? You add all your spices and your salt, your pepper, whatever. But what if you, like, didn't do that? I don't know. That's the kind of video I want to do. Videos where I'd actually work out where the food gets good. Remember my wife, we ended up magnetizing the wings. Yeah, so someone mentioned about magnetizing the wings. I think I've got enough decent storage without having to do that and being able to carry it, because I can magnetize the bases into the box. Yeah, 95% stage range, just old fantasy ceremony. So it's nice. It's nice. Yeah, it's nice to see the new lore with the models. That is true. On average, how much money do you think you've wasted on spilt paint? I've never spilt paint. I'm very good at not doing that. I'm gonna spill it on stream, guaranteed, because that's how I roll. But I have never spilt paint. Let's get the other leg out while we're chatting. What are spices? We just don't know. I've used Look Around You twice now, by the way. It's such a good show. You should go watch it if you haven't. I don't think there's that many episodes of it. But yeah, that's another reference I like to use a lot. The thing is with the videos, I just like comedy. I think the thing is I'm not here for the Warhammer. I'm here to try and make you laugh, and so I do hope I do that. Or if I'm not going to make you laugh, at least make you spend too much extra money on Warhammer. Come on. Where are you still attached? There you go. I realised I said, what are spices? We just don't know, and then Taco Stan was actually making that same quote, so I should have read the whole chat before going on that tangent. Is meth a spice? I guess. It's like salt, right? I don't know anything about meth. What about the paint job? For Magnus, I'm doing a very standard painting. I'm following the tutorial on the Warhammer YouTube, which is done by Duncan Rhodes, so it's a good tutorial. It's quite old. I think it's like 6 years old, but I mean it's relevant, right? Basically the box art, and that's how I want to paint him. So very much my. There's another tutorial I was thinking about, which is the War Hipster, and again, War Hipster is also a very good channel you should go and watch because he does contrast paints. But good golly gosh, is he good at painting? And that I'm never going to reach that level. So I think he's probably his tutorials are probably a little bit out of my range. But the standard one that's on the Warhammer, which is obviously made for everyone, is definitely my vibe. So I'm happy to give that one a go. Yeah, I said earlier about the lack of mold lines on this model. I've absolutely lied to you. There is quite a lot. I hate cleaning mold lines. I wish they were not there. When you were 8, you spilled yellow Citadel paint at your friend's house. Oof. I mean, yeah, that's a nasty one. Did I ever spill anything at yours? I don't think I did. Paint him like a giant man. Drukhari combat patrol for $100, €100. Nice. I think the Drukhari combat patrol is one of the best combat patrols because it's very much it's everything you need. It's got 2 boats in there, Incubi, which I guess aren't great now, but they are kind of cool. I don't like the Archon model, to be fair. I really don't like the Archon model, but as mentioned in one of my videos, Drukhari are very, very easy to kit bash, and I have kit bashed a lot of them. So I don't need to use that silly Archon. It's fact he crosses it. He has no helmet. He crosses his thing over. I think we painted together once, Chad. Again, sorry. Again, I need to learn not to jump from one conversation to another without taking a breath. Supposedly, yeah. I painted Lizmen around your house once, if I recall. We're out in the garden at your house, behind the field. I know both your houses are behind the field. The second one. Just don't clean them. You don't need to be good at painting, you just need to be good enough. That's fair. I think that is very true. And the thing is with this is you will get better. That is one of the things that I do find that, you know, with having the bigger models, is like I want this to be really, really good. So I want to do it when I'm good at painting, which means I'm gonna have to wait until I'm good at painting. But to be fair, every time you improve at painting, you like get more and more. You get better and better, so you're never gonna reach the limit where you think you're gonna be good enough to do the big models. You might as well just do them. And I think because I'm gonna follow this tutorial and really, really take my time with it, I think this model should look really nice. I think I may have just accidentally put glue where I shouldn't have. No, that's fine. We're good. I'm getting my fingerprints on it because of the bloody glue, but that should come out in the wash. What are your thoughts on the Thousand Sun Combat Patrol is that the one, it's rubrics, exalted, and then Chaos Spawn. I think that's a very good box. Better than the Battle Fort, the Start Collecting or whatever it is. Oh no, the combat. No, the boarding action was that one, right? No, there's the Combat Patrol and there's a. No, the Combat Patrol is the one with the Scarab Occult. That one's not great. There is one with the other things, which are good. Do you have any favorite paintings on your Discord server or any shared computer works that you love? I love all of them. I think anything that people have shared has been fantastic. I really do like people sharing their stuff, and it's been really nice to see people doing their stuff. I'm looking at Flesh Terror's red. Oh, yeah, I don't want to spill. I think contrast paints would be horrible to spill. The one thing with the boats for Drukhari, 4-4 is that I don't know how to paint them. I need to get like an airbrush, I think. What Battle Force do you think will come out at Christmas? I hope none of the ones I want. I don't think there's going to be one that I would particularly want. I don't know what ones haven't they done? They haven't done like a Gene Stealer Cults. They haven't done a Tau one, so they might be. Oh, maybe they did Tau one like before I knew it. But I reckon something like Gene Stealer Cults will probably be one. Well, how am I failing at putting his leg on? Hang on a sec. Right, I need to change page, so we're going to change the page. We're going on to page 2. We're making progress. Here we go. Ah, you bastard. Next page isn't even putting his fucking legs on his body. Why not? When do you do that? You do it down here. Why is that step 9? Why? Why is it step 9? Alright. Well, you piece is going to go over there. And I can move on to the next step, which is his arms. Try and get some more of the actual page on the thing. Anyway, what people said. Spilled Axe Earthshade. But the other guy, there's a guy in chat who wants to drink that, so you should go find him and he can drink it for you. Yeah, the more you know about painting, the more you realise you don't know. It's one of those things, like, it's that graph of, like, as you get better at something, you feel like you're worse at it. Yeah, the Combat Troll is 20 Zangors, 5 SOTs. That's not a great box, just because of the amount of Zangors. I mean, Zangors are okay now, but you need rubrics. Yeah, the Duncan Rhodes tutorials are really, really good. I know it's not like a Duncan Rhodes, like, on his own channel tutorial, but it's still a really nice... He's a really good tutorial guy. He's a really good tutorial guy. What's my favorite technical paint? Technically, they're all paint. I don't know, actually. I don't use that many technical paints. I guess I would use the base one, the Astro Granite, because that's just useful to sort out. Yeah, I feel like any sort of red spinning on the desk is going to be a pain in the ass. Boarding Patrol was the... Yeah, that's it. 20 rupees and 2 spawn. The 20 rupees 2 spawn is super useful. Thoughts on Eldrad Ulthran? Which one is that? He's the mage guy, right? Oh, he's alright. For Magnus, every step is a 9th step. That's very true. Have any models broken you with the building? Brutalis was a bit annoying. What? Oh yeah, I mean, I've done an entire video on the Grave Guard. I just didn't finish them because they were so awful, because they were so old. That's probably the models that I really didn't like building. Is it possible to have a full boat army, Drukhari? Not, but it's kind of interesting. You need a lot of boats. Like, boats are useful. At the moment, I think the meta is probably take 3 Ravagers, so that's at least 3. Yeah, that guy. Is Mortarian stupid and explain why? God, Mortarian's so dumb. Why don't you just not be plagued? What, is he stupid? Wow, I've actually picked up the right parts straight away. Just don't be Nurgle. Just have a shower. Jesus, Mortarian. Right, let's get some bits out here. So we're doing... I think I'll do... Yeah, so 12, 13. Then attach that to this mess. Attach that, okay. Oh, good. Hit the light ball. Well then. Bit by bit by bit. Painted, yeah. The rubric trim did drive me a bit insane, but I did do it. At least I painted 10 rubrics. Although I am one of the videos I'm gonna make at some point. I am going to go back and do the stripes on the crest. I know I said it's impossible, and I do still think it is, but I just don't think they look right without it. So I need to stop being a coward and go and actually do them properly. I also realised I'm probably speaking to the mic's in a really bad place, so I do apologise if my voice sounds weird or too close or keeps changing volume. I'm moving around too much. I'm a bad streamer. Speaking of bad streaming, I'm also probably going to start at some point streaming on Twitch. Essentially, I want to kind of keep... If I do like game streams, I don't really want to do them on YouTube. I'll do them on Twitch. So if people are interested in that, I will let you know when that's set up. Cool. Start painting Drukhari army just to spite me. Rude. 2 months you painted a Raider, 2 Chronos, a Viper, and 1 Cavalite squad. Oh no, you got me. You painted models. To be fair, well done. That's quite a lot. I think especially the Raider. I don't feel like painting my Raider. Or my Raiders. I have like 4 of them. That's the thing with Warhammer. It's a lot easier to put together than it is to paint. And so you can really put together quite a lot of stuff, but you painting them, oh boy, that's more tricky. Wait. Did I do this bit? Yeah. Terran is an anti-vaxxer. What other GW games have you tried? I've tried Kill Team. I played Kill Team, that's a lot of fun. Do you have any schedule for these streams? Not at the moment. My plan, I think, is to do them more regularly, especially when trying to paint and build Magnus. I think there is a real requirement to be more regular. I think it will kind of be. I need to work out like when's a good time for it, because obviously with, you know, like I said earlier in the stream, full-time work plus, you know, other responsibilities. The one thing I have noticed, like when I've seen people like chatting in Discord, and some people have mentioned ages and they're like 19 or they're 21, I'm like, oh no, what have I done? I'm an old man compared here. You know the gif of what's his name? Matt Damon in Saving Private Ryan, where he just gets young, or he just gets old at the end. That's how I feel every time someone says, oh, I'm 19. Oh, no. What have I done? I do want to stream more, because I think I'm currently streaming like once a month. Yeah. White then yellow, yeah. I need to go back over and do the white to pick out the right strips. YouTube podcasts you enjoy listening to, one hobby. Quite a few actually. I like listening to so in terms of like Warhammer related, Tabletop Tactics is good. I'm a big fan of them. In terms of not necessarily, I watch Drawfee, Secret Sleepover Society. They're very fun. I would like to learn to draw. That's something else I want to do. Which part of the reason actually I did these you know, these doodles is so I can actually potentially learn to draw as well. Obviously, I don't think anyone recommends you learn to draw by doing stupid little doodles on the internet, but that's how I'm learning. They're cool. I like Let's Game It Out. Basically, popular stuff. I'm very basic. Sorted Food, I mentioned, they're fun. I like Sea Dog VA as well. He's quite cool. He's got some fun streams. Although I don't know too much about anime, but he does non-anime stuff as well. Yeah. And then, what else do I watch on the YouTubes? Carl Sagan for some Mario Maker content. That's always fun. What I think. ZFG as well for I'm watching him a little while because he's been doing a lot of Tears of the Kingdom, which I'm not trying not to get spoiled on. when he was doing his Ocarina of Time randos and stuff. I like watching that. So yeah, a variety of things. Weapons are best used on Wraith Lord. I have no idea. All of them, I would assume. As many as you can get, because they're free. The ones that look the coolest, I would recommend. Did you win at Kill Team? You know I didn't win at Kill Team, because you beat me, you bastard. And to be fair, I've actually never won Kill Team even against Steve. Basically, I'm just bad at Kill Team. But at least it's quick. At least it's quick. Kind of lost motivation to paint recently, been stressing my car. Yeah, don't stress. Well, obviously, don't stress is the most stupid advice. But yeah, if you're not feeling like painting, don't stress over it, or try not to like think about it too much, because that's where it gets worse. That's one thing. Like recently, I said earlier, I'm not really been in the mood to paint, and I don't want to beat myself up over it either, because then you're gonna get into that spiral. Hopefully, you know, hope your car stuff gets sorted out, and yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. Why is there a mold line there? That's really annoying. Is that actually a mold line, or is that just part of the mold? I don't know. I don't care. I'm getting rid of it. I'm going to be a slog sometime. I just find building to be quicker. I'm just quite fast. Do I like Magnus and TTS? I don't know what TTS is. Reason I got 1,000. I don't know. I just think it's cool. Oh, good. Someone else is in their 30s. 14. Guys, isn't it your bedtime? I say you're probably in a different time zone, trying to be funny and failing miserably. Yeah, I've heard Paul Hammer a couple of times. I might check them out. I also like Allspec's tactics, but that's mostly because statistically, the majority of people who find my videos find them through him, because he posts so much and it's Warhammer related. At least according to my YouTube stats, most people also subscribe to him. Are you more of an Oppenheimer or Barbie person? I'm probably more of an Oppenheimer. I think one, don't respect women, and two, would like to bomb things. That was a joke, that was a joke, that was a joke. Just to make sure I clarify that. And if you weren't here earlier, there was a joke about me not respecting women. I do respect women, etc, etc. Kind of ruins the joke if I have to explain it every time. But there you go. That's how I roll. I'm a joke ruiner. God, this piece is small. I don't like it. Why is it so fucking small? Yeah, what were you saying, Elect Man, about building being a slog? Yeah, I wish it weren't so bloody small. There you go. It's 2 PM. Oh, it's way past your bedtime then. Well, I shouldn't mean in school. There you go. Aha. I'll work out a way to make fun of you for being 14. Who do you think would win a psychopath battle, Magnus or Aldrad? Magnus, because I think he's cooler, because he's a birdie boy. Is that good then? Okay. Look up if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device. Oh yeah, I saw people mention that the text-to-speech law stuff. I did hear about that actually. Uh, 37. Oh, you're too old. Anyone older than me is too old. Anyone younger than me is too young. If you're the same age as me, then I'm sorry. 2 casual and mountainside minis. There's some good Kill Team bat reps. Ooh. That's very true, Taka-san. I did say I do feel like in my kind of life I've come across a lot more women that have had opportunities to bomb things. And I will not clarify any further. I think that's probably true for most people. If it's not true for you, I think you either need to meet more women or be in less positions to bomb things. Have I tried other war games apart from DW ones? No, I haven't. I've seen some people recommend stuff. I haven't. It's not Lord of Change, it's Magnus. Magnus the Red. Bomb fewer things. Or less things if you bomb so many things you can't actually count them. Just maybe don't bomb things. Old line's annoying. I'll get it when it's dry. There's a few bits here I think we're going to have to go back over when they're a bit drier. Oh, that's actually quite a big gap there. What was that? That piece fallen apart slightly. Has that done that? Screwed in wrong? Falling apart? Oh, it just kind of flipped apart a bit. It's fine. And that goes there. This. Now, why has that done that? In there, you silly goose. There's a bit of a weird, quite big line there. Autofocus is gonna fuck me here. But I assume when you like spray paint over that stuff, it kind of disappears, doesn't it? Just the paint kind of fills in that gap. There's also a big mold line over his finger that I need to sort out as well. That's almost one arm. Only piece 17. Does anyone see piece 17? That it. That's it there. What did I just join into? A 2D image attempting to build Magnus the Red. And talking about mild terrorism, I guess. I am still assembling. You missed. You've missed essentially an hour of very, very slow assembly. We're on page 2. That's something, right? Oh, I'll just take a chunk off there. Ah, the mold lines down his fingers are so annoying. You know what, Magnus? Maybe you did do something wrong. You didn't get rid of your mold lines. In fact, you decided to clip into the sprue at this point here. It's very annoying. I'm gathering so much plastic dust. So breathe this. Yeah, don't worry about my inane rambling too much. Don't take it too seriously. Because it is all inane rambling. I think we're going to have an arm complete. Oh, if I don't put it in wrong. The one part I am going to do differently is the eye hand. I don't like the kind of just standard eye with like the green iris. So I'm going to try and be a bit more creative. Like some sort of demony eye. There you go, that's a hand. And done. In terms of try Legion Imperialis Epic Horus Heresy, not really. Epic size is, yeah, I'm not that interested in it. It looks cool. We'll be painting on stream 3 or 4. I mean, potentially, yeah. I mean, there's not that much left to build, right? I mean, gotta do his. Why are you only right? Yeah, gotta do his hair and his head. The wings are like one piece. And then it's construction. We're not that far away, he says, going at a glacial pace. I mean, we've got this much done so far. Got arm, chest, and 2 legs. I mean, we're doing alright. We're doing alright. So put those to the side. I will need to fix the mold line there. Peyton killed him with vibrant space marines, called them screaming budgies. I may have committed some light treason. How many women have you disrespected over the years? What is it about women that you hate the most? I don't hate women, and I haven't well, I probably have disrespected women for some reason. Not because they're a woman. I'll probably disrespect them because they're a bad person. Women are great. Brother Play Thousand Suns. We have finished Magnus, but we didn't glue it down to the base. That's cool. Yeah, pin it down so you can spin it. I'd rather fight a grot-sized Warlord Titan or Warlord Titan-sized grot. Probably a grot-sized Warlord Titan. But like a Titan-sized grot would still kill you. Like, kill the shit out of you. Even though it's smaller, I'm just waiting to see how its price is bloated to be like 30, 40k. Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be quite expensive, right? Isn't the hair like 14 pieces? It's... Oh, it's several. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is that a bit extra? I guess that's 6, and then the horns. Fortunately, I'm going for this face. That makes it a little easier. And then the wings here, I'm not putting these bits of armor on just yet, so like that bit and those bits, at least that kind of makes things a little easier. Women are great. Thinks women are bad. No. What's that quote for Futurama? I find the most erotic thing about the woman is the boobies. Again, that I preface that with that was a quote, so you can't be mad at me. Oh, the hair is over there. Or a new sprue. New sprue. We got the hair. So we're going 30 and 31. 30 is probably a big chunky bit. Or is it? No, 30... No, 31 is the big chunky bit, which is this bit here. What does the 40k stand for in Warhammer 40k? It stands for 40 Kelvin. It's really, really bloody cold in the future. Will you be building Magnus with nipple horns? Will you be building him the incorrect way? He's nipple horning. I am building him first without them attached because I want to paint underneath the chest first. But the nipple horns will return. Or I guess not even return. They will be there. Did you make it? Sure. Well done. You made it. I assumed you did to this stream. I don't know if you have something else in mind, but whatever you did, you made it. I'm proud of you, buddy. That sounds really sarcastic, but I'm not being sarcastic. I'm proud of you, and specifically you, this day. Well done. It's like at the end of a game, where it's like, the credits, thank you to you, the player, for playing. Congratulations. I just noticed that. Hi, Hurim. I didn't even notice it was you who asked that question. How's it going, dude? God, I'm glazed over so much. I'm not even reading the names anymore. Yeah, 40k is the price you pay in local currency to play this bloody game. Yeah, the reason you wear an armor and a helmet is not for the bullets. It's because it's really bloody cold. That goes like that. That goes in there. Yeah, that looks about right. I need to get rid of this little bit of sprue. Yeah, I'm sorry, Hirumi. That was very rude of me. People are already wondering why I'm saying Harumi. Zonriva is an old friend of mine who I know as Harumi. Play Terraria. That's old. That's an old game. I've tried playing Terraria several times. I've never got very far with it, but it does seem like a fun game. Is that what all the kids are into these days? I know you're probably like in your late 20s now, but I still consider you a child. Where's 32? Oh, it's this big bit. Yeah, the Flamer rubrics are just there to make to keep all the sorcerers nice and warm. Angron's not angry about like blood or anything. He's just really bloody cold. He's angry about that, which is fair, I think. I think you're allowed to be cold and allowed to be mad about being cold. If I did a Terraria stream, it would be on the Twitch. I don't know if people are interested in seeing me try and play Terraria. I would be very bad at it. One game I do want to play when it comes out is Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't realize I was saying to Chad actually that I didn't realize it was coming out so soon for like a full release. So that's cool. How many Warhammers Horus Heresy collected during the Horus Heresy before James Workshop and George World struck them down? But James Workshop also push fit that guy's mum in the comments, so James Workshop's been around. See, when people make super comments in my videos, if they're funny, great, I love them. So if you're gonna make a silly comment, make it funny, and I'll be like, yes, more of that, please. But that doesn't mean go and do a bunch of James Workshop push fit my mum jokes in every video. You know, be creative. Get James Workshop to bang your mum in other interesting, creative ways. Have I ever visited Athena Games in Norwich? Yes, I have, actually. I mentioned it in one of my videos. I've visited a couple of times, actually. We bought some board games from there. I bought some... I bought some of the basing materials from there as well. It's a good shop. We bought a board game from there the last time we went, and it came with like a playing mat as like a special offer, which we didn't realize. And the bloke came running out the store like, "Hey, you forgot your thing." First game of Combat Patrol. Nice, well done. How did you? Yeah, you said it was fun. Is Combat Patrol good? I assume it's quite a nice balanced mode. Where am I gluing here? This bit. I guess that's the contact point there, right? Sure, why not? That's what it says. I did do a Baldur's Gate 2 stream. No, not Baldur's Gate 2, a Divinity Original Sin 2 stream at one point, didn't I? Many moons ago. Got 3,000 hours in Terraria. I don't think I've got... Well, apart from like WoW and League of Legends, I don't think I have 3,000 hours in any game outside of those. The kids seem to watching movie analysis on Subway Surfers gameplay in the bottom. Weird kids these days. I will say, like, the YouTube camera, hello? You're gonna unfocus? You're just gonna be bad, aren't you? There you go. Yeah, the amount of long form content on YouTube now is quite insane. Like I can sit there and watch like a 7-hour long video on YouTube. Like an analysis of things I don't really give a shit about. What was the one I watched the other day? I think Chad, I think you sent it me. A really long analysis on well, I mean RuneScape like settled is like RuneScape content. It's really interesting even for someone who doesn't actually play RuneScape that much. Oh, you played it a little bit. How come you use needle-nosed plastic? The needle-nosed plastic glue is just kind of how it comes. I think it's just a bit more control. Yes, there are a lot of blockages. I've had a couple of ways to solve it. One, fire. If you kind of put a flame from like a lighter or something underneath it, it will melt the plastic inside that dries. The other one is get some what are they called? You know what they're called. You know what I'm thinking about. You know in my head. Staples. Like unfold some staples. They actually fit in there quite nicely. So they do get blocked up sometimes, but most of the time it's not too bad. And in a pinch, I can just take that bit out and then use it normally, but it does get, the glue gets quite frisky when you do that. No problem. A friend of mine has a huge number of hours combined on like Football Manager, like absurd number of hours. Yes, 16,000 hours. Most hours, the game I have the most hours on Steam at the moment is Serious Sam, the first encounter, because I used to speedrun it. I don't have that many hours on a lot of Steam games because I don't really play that many of them for at least long periods of time. I think second is like 100 hours on, I can't remember what it is now. Something else. Yeah, a lot of people talk about Tamiya bottles with a brush. I feel like the brush is a good idea. I think I used to have a brush-based glue when I was younger. Maybe I should get back into it. But again, like I said earlier in the stream, I bought like 2 of these bottles 2 years ago, and this is the second bottle I've only just started using it, so these things do last for bloody ever. Am I a retired man? As in, am I retired from being a man? I mean, was I ever a man? It could be argued that I was never really that manly. That's okay. No, I still I do this as a side gig, as the kids would say. Oh yeah, the one time I did use fire once, it did kind of go like because it set fire to the glue inside and kind of burnt it quick. But yeah, fire is indeed hot. +1,000 hours in Destiny 2. Oof. Right, there's one more bit of hair. Number 34. And the hair's coming together quite nicely. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, what are people? I'm gonna basically ask questions that people asked me. What's like your favorite YouTubers out there? Not necessarily Warhammer related. Just what's your favorite YouTubers? Like what kind of videos do you like? I watched I think it was like an hour-and-a-half video on Garfield a couple of weeks back from a channel called Super Eye Patch Wolf. I'm saying like this channel called Super Eye Patch Wolf. He has like 1 million subscribers. Most people already heard of him. That was an interesting video. But again, it's like an hour-and-a-half on bloody Garfield. That's the shit I'm into. Slay the Spire. You'd like Chad Boople in chat is a big Slay the Spire fan. Does like his slaying of spires. I've tried Slay the Spire. I did quite enjoy it, but I wasn't very good at it. There's a lot of those kind of card building roguelites. I'm like just card games in general. I'm not very good. Like Hearthstone, Leagues of Runeterra, that kind of stuff. I'm just not very good at them. I get a bit too impatient, and I don't like Slay the Spire is obviously different because there's deck builder more than a card game, like a trading card game. I feel with trading card games, I don't like how the opponent gets to do stuff, and that stops you from doing stuff. That's just rude. Yeah, I really like Super Eye Patch Wolves' wrestling videos as well. I like watching wrestling anyway, so. His video on Roman Reigns was very, very good. Spiffing Brit. I've heard of Spiffing Brit, but I've not. I know I have watched him. He's the one he did like a bunch of like breaking stream stuff where he like made people like refresh or watch it. He's the one who did the video where he uploaded the whole video in like he doubled the speed of the video and made you watch it at half speed to ruin the algorithm. Overly Sarcastic Productions? I've heard of him, actually. What can you do with this fuckback figurine after you finish it? Wow, Haru, you're really going at it. For someone who likes anime, look, just because you can't look up the skirt of this guy doesn't mean, you know, doesn't mean it's not a good figure. Your anime figures can't be played on a table in 2,000-point games of high-octane 6 hours of dice rolling, can they? That's what I bloody thought. It's been Super Eye Patch Wolf. I'm glad a couple of people heard of him. He's very good. He has a nice accent as well. Yes, Bubba. So that's the one I watched. It's Super Eye Patch Wolf. It's the 1.5 hour analysis of Garfield. It's the Forgiveness of John. And there's a bit about the pizza, the lasagna cat, which I hadn't seen before, but that's fucking creepy. It's like on this. It's beyond a level of even like "Don't hug me, I'm scared." Again, another great YouTube thing people should watch if they don't want to be, you know, forever scared. Where the hell does this bit go? Why is this piece? What? Right, so you got that, and it goes there. Sorry, I'm in a weird piece. Warfare. There's Warfare history YouTubers. There's one that I have. I'm subscribed to. I think it's like Tom's Weapons or something, where he does like old style weapons. 30 minutes. That seems like a good length. I don't know what I like in YouTube anymore, and my recommendations are questionable at best. That's fair. Well, clearly you like my videos, unless you don't, and you're here for other reasons. But hey, thanks for coming. Yeah, Slay the Spire I think is different because you can see what the enemies are doing. How many times have you burnt your fingers unclogging the glue? No, I've never actually burnt my fingers, which is good. I used to watch Cadicris when I was younger. I haven't watched him in a while, but I think I'm still subscribed to him on my my personal channel. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, he seems to be uploading a lot longer videos. I haven't watched it in a while though. Astral Spiff? Never heard of that. Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm not a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, but Five Nights at Freddy's Challenge is interesting. Let's Game It Out. I love. I've been going through the backlog of Let's Game It Out videos because I just find them so funny. It's kind of videos I'd like to make as well. I'm sure I could try and break some stuff, but don't really want to just copy the entire shtick. What the hell is this piece? Right, so you got the hair. I'm trying to do this bit here, which is behind the text. This is like this tiny bit that somehow goes onto his head. I can't tell what the actual piece is. It's like, so it's like that. Oh, is it just mirroring this? Oh, I think I see. Oh, it goes there. Okay, that's stupid. Yeah, to be fair, you can kind of see the glue is potentially starting to clog up already, but I'll pull that off in a sec. It goes like... I hate when I dry fit and go, oh, that's how it fits together, and then I try to actually put it in, and I can't bloody work it out. Let's backwards. Oops, should just fit in there. Why are you not? Why are you not do? Why don't it backwards? Literally, I just put you in, and it worked fine, and now I can't do it. Oh, is it because I was doing it wrong? I think it's like that, actually. Shit. Okay, got pig zero this piece, actually. Like that. Now, what is this piece? Hang on, surely it's like that. Right, so what orientation is it trying to make me do it? That way? No, it's definitely... that way? What is this? Sorry, I can't. Ah. I somehow dry fitted this bit in, and then I couldn't do it. Spent all your money on Warhammer because I saw your content. You absolute fool. What has been your hyperfixation for a year and a half? Yeah, that's kind of my vibe. Yeah, this is a bird. It's Magnus the bird. I don't follow. I kind of half follow sports. I was following. I was kind of trying to keep up with the Ashes score, but I actually didn't. I don't. I know we. I know we. I say we. England. We were 2-1 down, and we were doing well in the fourth test, but I don't actually know if we didn't. If we actually won in the end. Surely it just mirrors this. Let's go from the bottom. Sorry, I'm trying to get this piece in, and it's the shittest piece. And go. It attaches in. There. I got it in once, and now I cannot get it in again. And I can't tell if I'm the big dumb or if the piece is the big dumb. So yeah, so this tiny piece here has to get into this gap somehow, and I've no idea how to do it. Now the camera isn't going to actually help me. So yeah, this is the thing. I'm trying to get it on camera, but I'm also trying to actually do it. So I apologize for my ineptitude here. This piece is actually driving me insane. Talk amongst yourselves while I work out what the hell I'm doing. Is it like that? No. That doesn't look right. Is it like that? I think. Or is it that? No, it's definitely that. That bit's there. Surely it's like that. Surely that fits in there. Right. I need to bring this to my face. I apologize. How's the weather? It's I don't know actually. Yeah, so that's the spike bit there. That's facing that way. Yes, the spike bit's facing that way. With the spike piece facing that way. it goes in. Apparently it goes in there, but I don't believe you. Oh god, I've got a lot of plastic dust on my chair. Right. Spike is facing... Right, can anyone else translate this shit for me? Right. This piece here, right, is this piece here. Is it meant to be orientated like that? So that... I think it is, but I can't... I dry fitted it once and went, oh, I get it, and then I haven't got it since. I also haven't realised I have not taken a single drink in 2.5 hours. So that's not good. Everyone's make sure you're staying hydrated, unlike I was. Paul is bad at being hydrated. Yeah, spike that way. You ever get to a piece like this on a model where you just want to throw the whole model out the window? I'm sure it's not meant to be this bloody difficult. I got it to dry fit once, and I don't know. I'm tempted to go back into the stream and re-watch how I did it. Because I feel like I'm doing something fundamentally wrong here. There? Tell me your secrets. Please? What is this? I think it's meant to mimic that. Is it meant to be on the inside of this? Doesn't seem right. Spike is... Oh, hang on. Is that bit matching there? Hang on, hang on, hang on. And if it does, why? Hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. I think we cracked it, we cracked it. Okay, this piece is literally the worst piece in the world, and I will despise it. I'm immediately not going to fit it back in. For the love of Christ, get in the hole. My god, he's done it. Jesus Christ. How long did that bloody take? I didn't break it. I actually managed to do it. You're gonna... Yeah, so it was this piece here to like make the frame for the head. Basically, there's the little spike bit that fits into this little bit here, and then the nubs fit there. It is not clear on these instructions. Like, that is not a clear instruction at all. Oh, cracked it as in like I've solved it. I've cracked the code. And then 30. All right, we're getting some horns. We're moving on. Oh, the crown thing on your Titan is the worst piece ever. That's true. That was pretty bad. there was a piece on one of the Black Knights that I made. Either the Black Knight that was the White King on Skeletal Steed, which was pretty bad in that kind of regard. We had to like put it in and twist it, and it just was not clear that that's what you had to do. There's a couple of bits actually in Leviathan which was annoying, where it kind of told you to do 2 bits at once, like this bit, then it just said, oh, attach this here and attach this here. But there's a really, like, you can do them both in either order, but there's one order is a lot easier than the other. That's true, yeah. I need to work out a way to... I need to work out a way to put a camera where you can actually see what I'm doing. Because I need to have my stuff here. Essentially, you're just seeing a whole lot of nothing. Which isn't really that interesting. I think I'm going to get... I'm enjoying building, but the problem is I do have to go soon. So I'm probably going to get to his head done. And then next time on Dragon Ball Z, we will get the rest of his body done. So stay tuned for more of this. If you like this inane banter, maybe next time I'll actually put some music on as well. So if you're enjoying this inane banter and building, then go ahead and, if you aren't already, subscribe. Join the Discord, because that's probably where I will send updates. And yeah, but I'm gonna finish off the horns and the face. Yeah, so I've done the torso. I've done the legs. I've done one arm. I've basically done all the instructions up to here. Up to the horns. And once again, Paul is bad at actually looking at the model when he said, oh, there doesn't look like there's that many mold lines on it. God damn it. There are many. I'm still confused as to why they make you build the body and the legs, and they don't make you put the legs on the body till like step 9. You moved on from meth to crack. That's a downgrade in terms of severity, right? Ah, shit, I don't remember which way around these are meant to be. I've got them both out. Hang on a sec. One of them is going to make a lot more sense than the other. I think that one... So they kind of come out like that, right? Oh boy. This is why I should have done these one at a time. Where are the spikes? Spikes are outside. So I imagine it should be like this. Not like this. So yeah, now I need to try and dry fit them. I think... Yeah, that play. Oh, hang on a sec. That feels like it plays a lot more. What does it? Oh, I've made a blunder here, haven't I? Let's have a look. Oh no, that dry fits there perfectly. That one's definitely that size. Let's put that one in. Let's unblock the glue. As per mentioned, which is the downside of these type of glues. Yes, perfect. So that one should be very similar thing. I think it is. like... Where's this one moving? Definitely be a point where it rests. I think it's there. There it is. We're getting there. We're getting there. Twisting this around so it decides to... I think it's like that. There we go. Now for his face, which I'm, once again, to mention I'm doing the masked face, because I think it's the coolest one. Recommend using the chest horns as shoulder pads, because when you see his, you see the Magnusy abs. Tell you the other problem with this setup, it's very warm in here now, because I've got the light like right here, computer's on, the camera's relatively warm as well. It's weird, I wouldn't really expect that to happen, but... On. Good joke, good joke. If anyone has any recommendations for improvements to the stream, because I am still quite new at this, let me know. Obviously, I know one of them is a camera position that allows you to actually see what I'm doing. That'd be useful. Background music would be nice. So there's a couple of things. I've got a Discord like feedback section, so leave any suggestions in there, and I'm sure I'll try and listen to you. Right, let's try and fit this in. Perfect. Look at that face. Get it on. Not like that. As in, let's get the face on the body. There we go. Oh, it's coming together. Look at that. We have a head. Oh, that looks cool. There we go. Ah, thanks, Mr. Chief. Super chat. So yeah, super chat option. I still am an R about that because I don't know if it's like really something I want to encourage. See what I mean? Well, I might turn it on next time and see what happens, but I don't want to encourage people to give me money to say something. They should just be able to say something in chat. That's why I'm not doing ads either. I don't really want to discourage that kind of... You know, I don't want to discourage people from hanging out. But I don't know, if people think they want to have super chat on, then I will. I don't really know what the advantage is if I'm trying to answer every question. But there we go. We made some good progress, actually. I know it was slow, but we've got the head, the body, feet. I haven't done the feet armor because, like I said, I'm going to do that separately. Wings are next. Hello, Newt Newt. Yeah, so wings next. Both wings. Doesn't look like it'll take that long. Do that. Yeah, no, well, no, we'll do that next time. Both wings. Other arm. Put it all together. Don't put the armor on. Add the hands. Add the head. Wings go on. Okay. So I think another stream. I think if I do one with a bit more time, we'll get the rest of this guy built. And then I'll need to go undercoating, which I won't do on stream because I don't know how I'm going to manage that. I guess I could do it on the phone, but I think it'll be a pain in the ass. And then we can start painting this boy. And again, that'll be very slow. I'm probably gonna do the painting like one step at a time. Like really like step 1, do this bit, step 2. Yada yada. How many other Primarchs have I built? None. This is my first. My first Primarch. This I think this is I think the first. This is the biggest model I've ever built and will be the biggest model I've ever painted. So I don't own an airbrush, and I don't know. It's a good point, but I don't think I will. I'm not going to be airbrushing this anyway, so I don't know if I will use an airbrush. I don't own one anyway. Hello, Riley. I think I have access to channel membership. Maybe I'll look into it. But again, it's one of those things where, to be honest, the other thing is I don't want to earn too much money. Not that I don't think I'll earn that much money from it, but, you know, I don't want the taxman to take anything, essentially. Fortunately, there's like a limit on how much you can make, like on these kind of things. Definitely. Oh, nice. Thanks for subscribing. Unfortunately, you've just, I'm just about to, I'm finishing up at the moment. We've got this much of Magnus done. Which is cool. But if you want to watch the VOD, go back and watch the VOD or watch the rest of my videos, go ahead. Do you ever get tiny hairs appear in your primer layer? Not usually, because I don't have hair to get into it. I know what you mean, actually. Sometimes I get like little weird bits of primer. Like the primer comes out really weird, but yeah. Thanks for coming, Blackman. And yeah, I'll be ending now as well. I think I need to clean this stuff up before I go to bed. Work tomorrow and all that. I will try and make the stream better viewing experience for next time. Because the problem is, obviously, I was doing everything over here. What glue to use? I use this Revel stuff. Although some people have recommended the Tamiya stuff with the brush. I think that seems to be more popular. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you soon. It won't be another month till next stream because I want to get this model built fairly quickly. So next time I'm building the model, I will get the stream going as well. So thank you very much for watching. I now need to try and stop the stream by moving some stuff out of the way to get to put my mouse. Yeah, thanks everyone. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.